This podcast provides a platform that will share many different points of views that should empower you, uplift you, make you want to go out and do right. When you hear the term still a man, say, yes, I am. Still a man. Yes, I am. Still a man. Yes, I am. Let's go.
What's up, people? Welcome to another episode of the Still a Man podcast. Tonight's topic is I don't get paid enough for this shit. All right. First of all, let me give a shout out to everybody in Jamaica. Thank you for a good time. You guys showed me a good time. Thank you for my favorite lady. For making this a memorable experience. Thank you for all the accommodations that everybody provided. Still a Man, we're international. Now I'm back on American soil and it feels good to be home. But let's get into some vitamin ignorance, some straight up ignorance. So unless y'all been up under a rug, there's been a lot of tomfoolery taking place. People done lost their mind. White people.
We just had somebody called EP4 join us. I don't know exactly what that is.
Okay.
That's dude.
All right.
Yeah.
That's good. Welcome.
Check.
So as I was saying, white people, black people, all people have lost their mind. So we're gonna talk about some of the nonsense that's been going on in the world. We're gonna show
Mute up.
We're gonna show some videos. All right, so let's go around the room. So basically, when I say the topic is I don't get paid for this shit, meaning the stuff that goes on in the workplace, people are being attacked. Sometimes employees are attacking customers. Sometimes it's the customers attacking employees. I'm talking about, I don't care what you do for work. You could be a panhandler. You could be selling your goods, your product on a street corner in an alley. You could be a liquor store owner. You could work in the hospital. You could work in the school. You could be a lawyer. But people are getting attacked on their jobs. Let's talk about it. Patsy, have you ever been in a situation or witnessed a situation where someone was getting attacked on their job?
No.
So your let's say your career or your job of choice, is it or was it in the early child education department or schooling department?
In daycare, that's pretty much like everybody was pretty much civil, you know. You might have had a little spats between the staff, but it was never an attack. And I did work with in a Waffle House a couple of times when I was living down in Alabama for a little while. But I ain't never seen no mess like that, you know, somebody getting attacked while we working, you know.
Oh, you said Alabama?
Yeah.
Okay. Don't worry about it. We're gonna get to your kin folks down there. All right, so you haven't witnessed nothing like that. Tanya, what about you?
When I was working in the fast food industry, yeah, there were plenty that I saw that I don't get paid enough for this shit. Being a manager, going into the bathroom, having to put someone out because they was washing in the sink. Or people fighting over food. Yeah, I've seen it.
Okay. Yes, let's get to some of the
It's all guys. So it's all
the
guys.
girls already, and those that be joining later, I'll just get to them as I go around. All right. let's go to Elijah first, then Timmy. So have you experienced anything in the workplace on the job where you have been attacked as an employee, or you as an employee attacked another employee, or you attacked a customer, or have you just witnessed someone getting attacked?
Man, y'all know me. You know my answer's gonna be, right?
Tell the world.
Twice. You know what I mean? One was at Brigham's. Shout out to my man Washington. The other one was at Polaroid.
So what happened?
Brigham's, white dude, he wanted his ice cream a certain way. I didn't make it right. He spit in my face. And I took the glasses that were all the racks and the glasses, threw it at him, jumped over the counter and punched him in the face. Got fired. And then the other one in Polaroid, we was two dudes were smoking a cigarette. We wasn't supposed to smoke a cigarette in the factory. And they asked me to take a drag. I didn't want to, but they asked me. I took a drag anyway. Two African dudes. They got caught. And as they were telling the story, they must have told on me. So they brought me inside the office. I see these two on the couch. And yeah, he did it too. He smoked too. So I kind of jumped on both of them, embarrassed my mom, the whole nine, you know what I mean? And got suspended. So yeah, there's one time I didn't act a fool, but act a fool. The other time I did act a fool and act a fool.
All right, Sharon's Karen, thank you for that. All right, let's go to Dude. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Have you had any experiences like that?
Oh, whoa. Hold on. How you can call him dude and use my real name, kid?
Okay, so hold on. Let me tell y'all. As I stated to you before, it's what the computer reads off. When Dude came in, it didn't tell his name. But if you want everybody to know, welcome Damon, also known as Dude. Tell us about your experiences, Damon. Have you ever been attacked in the workplace, or have you ever attacked anyone, or have you ever witnessed anybody being attacked? You gotta take your phone off mute.
He's probably in near the phone.
I'm not a violent person, so I'm against violence. I use my words to get out of situations. Y'all know me, I ain't never been violent in my life.
Now, is this the new you or the old you, or always
That's the
who
new
you've been?
dude. The old dude would have been done, punched somebody, threw him across the room
I'm
and
asking
whatnot.
him. I'm asking him.
Listen. I have my way around that. See, when I work for somebody else, it's acting. So when I go there, it's like I'm playing a role. Like if I'm LL
Right.
on CSI, I go there to play a role. So no matter what pops off there, I don't take it personal because I'm getting paid. Anytime if I feel like the pay ain't worth the shit, then I might either leave or I'll say something and check people in a nice way, but I'll let them know that I mean business. But I don't go off. I don't do dude unless dude has to come out.
So did see now that just explained in a professional setting, he refers to himself as Damon, and outside of that, oh wait, let me be clear about this because I don't want to put words in your mouth. What do you go by at work?
You had it right. You had it exactly right.
So Dude is more personal, intimate, and for social purposes outside of work. But
Yep. Damon is just a character made up by the United States government that I use and I walk in and I play a character. So when I'm in
And
that
that is
character,
the
I'm as
correct
patient
answer.
as possible. But as soon as I'm do, it's fuck Damon, fuck the system, fuck the job, fuck everybody. So if you're paying me, I'm Damon. If you're not paying me, I'm just gonna be dude.
okay, well, that's a great way to look at it, ideology. I mean, some people are just their ultimate personality all the time. They don't know how to separate the two. All right, let's go.
APPLE, nigga. APP. No, I'm messing with you, Dave. I'm messing with you.
Yes, sir.
Let's go to
What's going
Timmy
on, son?
next.
Well, I don't tolerate none nonsense anyway. I don't do that. If I feel like you not respecting me as an employee, I'll let you know. Hey, look, I ain't going for that. And then, you know, if you want to get personal, then we can get personal. But I know how to deal with people when not to let my project side come out. Because I have two different sides. I have the after all countryside where I talk proper and know how to carry myself around different nationalities. But
So
I also have
let
the
me stop.
project side.
Let me stop. Let me interrupt you real quick. So just so we clear, let me ask you it this way. So because Tiny and Timmy are two different sides of you, has either of them witnessed someone being attacked at work, or were you the one attacking someone at work? Either of your personalities.
Oh, now let my tiny character come out. Oh yeah, he's just an ignorant son of a bitch. And he gonna let you know where he's staying at. And there's nothing, but Timmy is more laid back. He's more laid back. He ain't gonna say too much unless you push the issue. But I learned that people, if you allow them to push your button, you allowing them to have control over you. Because if you react a way that they want you to react, then they got you and they got control over your mind. But if you don't react to how they trying to get you, then you have control over them, because that person gonna be mad because they can't get you to you know, break your character.
Hold on, let me
So
ask Timmy a question. Timmy, not to cut your wisdom. Bro, but what about this thing called dignity? I know you get a paycheck, and I know about the split personalities, whatever character or whatever spirit you want to call it. The paycheck is good. But when it comes to dignity, that's where the separation to me should be coming in at. You know what I mean? And when I see these
that's
situations,
definitely
hold on,
that's definitely true.
when I see these situations that we're about to see in the video, you know what I mean? A lot of times there was dignity that should have stood up first before a paycheck. I'm just going to keep it 110 on the way I see it.
You know what?
Yeah.
Hold that. Hold that. Both of y'all keep that same energy. Keep that same energy. We're gonna come back to y'all after, because yep, those videos are gonna show you something. But let's keep that same energy. Hold tight, Timmy. Hold tight, Elijah. Next up, Gregory. What you got for us, Mr. Lacey?
I'd like to say we all witnessed this type of behavior during the first pandemic, not the real pandemic, but the pandemic before the pandemic, of the chicken sandwiches from Popeyes. I know y'all all seen those people go crazy and they stab them people because they ran out of chicken sandwiches.
So again, you just ain't gonna let us forget about the chicken famine. Listen,
That was
as
the chicken from they clone Tyrone. That's what it was. That
that's
clone Tyrone
exactly,
chicken.
exactly.
Exactly.
So Greg,
Exactly.
Hey, hey, Dave, what
yeah,
about Black Fridays when people been South Park had a beautiful episode. When people been rushing in, you know what I'm saying, on Black Fridays and you gotta work and you gotta be a security or you gotta do the cash. Oh man, people acting stupid.
that's how they're behaving in the world currently. Gregory, same question as the rest of the gentlemen and ladies on the panel. Have you ever witnessed?
Nah, but I've never experienced it firsthand. I don't know why, but I just haven't. I'm not looking forward to experiencing that either.
Okay, easy, easy, easy. Robert, same question. Have you ever experienced being attacked on the job, or have you attacked anyone on the job or witnessed someone being attacked while on the job?
I pretty much was aware of somebody being attacked on a job. I myself, I experienced a little bit of it, but I nipped that right in the bud real quick. And then I came to someone's aid from them being attacked on the job. So, you know, it was all around the table.
Mm. Well, again, care to share?
This was in my younger days. I mean, I didn't have to put up with that when I got older. It was more of a respect level. I mean, they just knew not to try certain things with certain people. But let's see. I call him a cokehead. He wanted to direct traffic in the kitchen, and he must have had a bad start, and he just kept snorting his nose and all of that stuff. And he was talking down to, I want to say, a lot of the black people in the kitchen. But when it came
And he
to
had a
me,
fight with his wife too.
No, that's the same story. Let him finish.
There's different stories now. I tell you.
Yeah, let him finish.
This story right here, I couldn't think he was talking to me, but I had enough of hearing him talk, period. So I told him his main problem with everyone is because he can't get his fix. You know, he needs some coke this morning. You walking around here snorting and giving everyone your ass to kiss. I had it up to here. I pulled salt on the counter and told him, come snort that shit up. He got me fired.
What if he had a sinus infection?
He had no sinus infection. He was straight out of prison. He had a coke problem.
Oh,
shit. You just expose him, he gonna get you fired for that shit.
He did. He went crying and went in there and got me fired.
You got Kiana and Auntie Maria that just
Maria's in the house, right?
All right, welcome, ladies. Jerry, have you fixed your mic? All right, Bert.
He stepped out again. He stepped out.
Right,
Yeah,
so,
he ain't
all
in.
right. Let's go to Patty first. Maria, have you ever experienced being attacked on your job? Have you ever witnessed someone being attacked on your job? Have you ever attacked someone on your job or on their job? Ladies, gotta take your phone off mute.
She probably ain't there on the phone.
Okay, Kiana, are you with
Kiana.
us?
Yep, Kiana's here.
All right, Queenie. Same question. Have
No,
you ever...
no, I've never been attacked on my job. No, I've never attacked anybody in my at work. I work in professional places, so I don't have those problems. But I also give off a demeanor, do not test me. So that never happened.
So you never smacked nobody in the bathroom? You never choked nobody up in a stall?
Oh, in my younger days,
Sorry, my phone was stuck.
I might have almost had a fight at work, but that was over 30 years ago. So I don't really count that as a professional place.
Oh, okay.
Try to tell you, when you get older, it becomes a respect level. People know who to challenge and not.
Well, it was an outside thing that came to work, and that person was avoiding me outside of work. So we had a confrontation at work.
Well,
bring the street shit to work.
See, the dignity saved her in that situation, but we'll come back to that. All right, baby sis, is on you, Maria. What you got? Have you ever been attacked on your job? Have you ever attacked anybody on your job or their job, or did you witness anybody getting attacked on their job?
Happy belated birthday, Maria, too.
Oh yeah, that's right. Thank you, Elijah. I forgot to do that. But go ahead, Maria, and then we'll address that.
On mute.
She might be having technical difficulties.
Yeah, because she said her phone was messing up.
All right, so everybody at this time, she could probably hear us, but she's not responding. Everybody, take this time to wish Maria a happy belated birthday.
Thank you, everyone. My phone was stuck. I don't know. I guess they don't want me to address this situation.
No, don't use no names. Sharon is Karen, but
I
don't
mean,
use no
when
names.
you say attack on a job, attack like how?
But I mean, did
Words or
you
physical?
been attacked? Have you attacked anybody? Have you witnessed anybody being attacked? And have you had to attack anybody on their job, in their workplace, in their work setting?
Maria,
Well,
help me out, man. Help me out, Maria. I'm by
Verbal
myself.
and physical.
so I never been attacked at work or whatever, but I mean, I feel like I speak my mind. So if someone was to look at that as an attack or whatever, I wouldn't know. But I had confrontations at work with a manager when back in my younger days or whatever, where she took me off camera at work. So me and her is like in a secluded back area where no one really see what's going on. And I had to tell her, I don't think this is in our best interest to continue this conversation, especially when we off a camera. It wasn't best for her to continue to talk to me.
So again, that's that part what Elijah was referring to earlier, when does dignity play take effect, when it becomes the primary reason for you doing what you do, be it
so I don't care who you are, boss, co-worker or not. I mean, I don't think it's right for anyone to speak down to someone or speak at them. Like, if we're gonna have a conversation, we're gonna have a conversation, but you're not gonna speak down to me like I'm not your equal, regardless if you're my boss or not.
Okay, well,
Spoken from a true Leo.
all right, let's get into this. So again, unless you guys been under a rock, or you just ain't been paying attention to social media or watching the news or anything like that, we have an incident. Yes, not your brother, not my brother, but somebody's brother got attacked by another brother. Patsy was talking about Alabama. I believe this occurred in Montgomery, Alabama.
Yeah. Well, that's prejudice. That's
So
prejudice state anyway, period.
yeah, so apparently, a White River mob decided to attack a black man on his job. Now, I don't know what they were doing beforehand. They led up to this. I don't know what they was drinking. I don't know what they was reading. I don't know what type of libation they was partaking in. But, when I tell you somebody lost their mind, they almost lost their head too. So Gregory, we got some footage to back up what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
They was drinking. They was on the riverboat. Like,
go ahead, Maria.
That's where they have those parties at. And I just want to say, in defense of the black guy, all he was doing was his job. So they was totally wrong for doing what they did. And they got
don't pay him enough for that, auntie.
Right.
They was parked in the wrong spot to begin with. He was asking them to move because they was in the wrong pier spot.
In actuality, they were in that standoff before he even got off the boat. They were in their wrong spot for 45 minutes.
So hold on,
so again, he was doing his job, trying to be nice to these people.
Now listen, fellas. Y'all already seen the ladies came prepared. They done did their homework already. We didn't even get a chance to show the footage.
They don't watch the damn tape.
Don't worry about it, Gregory.
But I mean, Dave, you asked us questions. I mean, you just now getting into
I
it. So
know they just jumped right into it.
Because they watched it.
So Gregory, go on and show that footage, and everybody mute your phone and hold your responses until the end of the footage. You read it.
Watch at your own discretion.
Hold your ground.
Still didn't move it boat. Still didn't move it boat. Clapping his hand, he's like, you clapping his hand. We got action, baby. He ain't finna do nothing. Arrest that. Oh, Lord. He want more action. Young boy slammed over there. Swam though. Did you see him take off in that water? Your boy finna go get him. Hell yeah. Hey, your boy No, don't stop him now. Oh, get it. Oh, He's done. That young boy Jay. Oh, there you go.
The goddamn shit.
That little young boy Jay. Who the nicest one? The little young boy? No, he ain't.
Shit.
Yeah, but you should let Star just handle that dog. That little young boy, he throw that lady down. I'm talking about he throw that. I bet she won't grab it no more. He already swam across this water. He's seen. He got the car right there. He takes the
Participants left for intent parade.
There's another video from a different angle. That
Word
wasn't
up,
even
that's-
half of that. That fight right there, it gets way more deeper than that.
Yeah.
Right.
When I tell you that there was more people that came out, there was more African American people that showed up on that dock.
Yeah,
And
let's
swinging chairs.
let's
Right.
talk.
And Tanya, the prices on the fold-up chairs went up after that.
Yeah, let's talk
They
about
do that.
it.
They do that.
Maybe that wasn't a good video, the
Right, because
quality of that video.
there was women that got knocked out as
Yep.
well. Oh
Yep.
well, like because
Yeah.
they came up
Hey, I
swinging.
got another one right now. Y'all want me to load it up?
No, let's just
No,
discuss it.
we got the gist of it. We got the gist of it. So now we're gonna have to just go by what everybody knows on the thing, but that gives you the gist of what took place. So let's give it some commentary. Let's give it some verbal
You
back.
know, people crack me up, boy. They were cheering it on. They act like they had a goddamn event at a boxing event or wrestling event.
So you want my intake, or you want to do all the women first,
Yeah,
and then some men?
let's go to the fellas first, because the women I'm more than certain they're already prepared, because they already started shooting off their
Their knowledge
their
of it.
ammunition already before the video. So Robbie, give us your take on it. So I'm gonna ask you this way. I'm gonna go to each person and ask them this way. Before I do, let me put a disclaimer on this. The views that you're about to hear are the views of the participants on the panel and their views alone. They no way reflect the views of the Still a Man platform or podcast. With that being said, Robbie, let's get your take on this. Do you feel like those people was wrong and right in doing what they did? Meaning the people that came to the man's assistance, the guy that was on the job, the employee, the one that was just basically trying to do their job. Do you think that those guys was right or wrong? And what would you do if it happened to you? If had that been you? So let's start with that.
Had it been me being the one that was getting mobbed, jumped by the what do you want to call them, drunks, the white people. Just saying me as the black guy.
Yeah, so today, the character of Robbie, you're going to be black for all tip purposes today. You black. You're a person of color.
We'll call you RB instead of CB.
Yeah.
Well, here it goes. Here it goes. I'm going to tell you like this. I think, and this is me personally, I think that when they came to his defense to help him, that's okay. They was helping somebody that needed help. It was him against them. When they came to his defense and they evened up the things, all the other people, this is my only problem. All the other people sitting around cheering, yelling, that young boy, this, that, whatever, who they thought was getting their shit off in that fight. It was a lot of you standing around and making a whole bunch of noise. These guys could have easily came in, mediated this problem, broke that fight up, told everybody to go their separate ways. You could have tried. I just seen everybody just, throwing hands and fighting and hitting each other, but there was no guns and knives involved. So why didn't you try to resolve this like mediator style?
I want to say
Can I answer
something.
that one?
They did try to break it up at first. One black guy came down, tried to break it up, but then the white people kept coming back, or whatever, like they wanted to jump him as well. And the people that was cheering on was across the river. So
Yeah,
the
they
boys
were
I
that
feel
still on
like
the
we need to see a
They
better
was
video.
filming from
One
right,
at a time.
they was more cheering on. They was cheering on the boy who jumped in the water to swim across the river to go help him. Because at first it was just him standing alone, getting jumped by 4 or 5
Exactly.
different guys.
7.
Yeah.
And women.
7.
Well, I was just throwing out a number, including the ladies that was there doing their kicks and punches as well. So there was one guy that came down, try to separate it, but then they wanted to keep coming, like, they were gonna jump on him too.
You can't.
Hold
In
on,
that
Timmy.
situation.
Hold on, Tim. Hold on 1 second. I just want to be fair because Damon was trying to say something. And then he let Maria go ahead and finish what she was saying. Go on, Damon.
No, what I was about to say is that No, they absolutely did the right thing because you got to understand. You got to understand the area where they're in. That's like us being in the area where George Floyd got his neck pressed in, and then we walk out the store and see a bunch of white dudes in that same area fucking a brother up. We're all gonna react to that. And then where we was the George Floyd thing, they're in the area. It's an old slave thing, and all around them they have trails that lead you to old slave houses and slave warehouses where they were selling these people. So you got these black folks walking on this tour or doing this scene on these boats, and then the first thing they see is their brother getting beat down. And like Maria said, the first couple of brothers that came tried to break it up, but they were adamant about it. So you know what? A statement had to be made. A statement had to be made. You have witnessed the beginning physical part of the revolution. That's going to set things off because that's going to let everybody know they're put on notice. Them white people are going to come back. It's been written. They're going to come back, but we're ready. We're ready. And they've been put on notice.
Make sure you guys have that same energy. No. Make sure you keep that same energy. The show's not over. I want to hear that same energy.
Listen.
And I'm going to call you out on it.
Listen. Don't do that because all the panel members are entitled to their opinion. This is
no. I didn't understand what he was going to say. Let him say it. I don't know what he's talking about. I want to know what he's talking about at least. I want to know what energy he's talking about. So I do want to understand and know that. So let him say that.
Keep the same energy that y'all sticking up for your color people. You see them doing something right. They was helping each other. Don't change when you see someone else do the same thing.
Dude, just so you know, because this is your first time on the show, so let me just give you a little background about Clayton over here.
That's Clayton Bixby.
So if you ever seen the Dave Chappelle show,
he's the first white supremacist.
The blind black man that was raised as a white supremacist, he didn't know he was black until they removed his hood. This is our resident, this is him. This is Mr. Bixby himself. So just so you know, he's a card-carrying member of the white supremacy and lovers of all things that they do, even if it's wrong.
He got identity crisis.
He's right. He's entitled to his opinion, but it's been written. It don't matter. It don't matter what neither one of us think. It's gonna happen regardless. So hey, if it's been written, I'm not going to business what's been written. So I'm gonna have that same energy on the sideline with popcorn, and I'm gonna get on my brothers who are doing the wrong thing when I see them doing the wrong thing, the same as I see them when they're doing the right thing.
Right. I agree because that's what it was all about, doing the wrong thing and doing the right thing.
It's common sense. It's common sense. Right or wrong. Right or wrong.
On a white person, I would have felt some type of way as well because you making us look bad or whatever, but it was reversed.
Yes.
All right, let's be fair to Timmy. Timmy, go on. Let's get your take on this.
I think it's just straight up common sense. If you see he's getting dominated by 7 people, of course, somebody got to come in and step in and be reasonable, but you can't reason with drunken people, especially if they feel like you shouldn't be there and you're beneath them, and how dare you talk to me this way? There's no talking or trying to rectify anything. You have to handle it with the way they went about doing it because it was going to go that way no matter what.
All right, so that's Jules. That's Jules. Thanks for the wisdom. All right, Elijah, it's on you, and then we're going to go to Gregory.
Excuse me, can you ask me the question again?
I said I'm going to go to Elijah first, and then I'm going to go to Gregory.
Okay, so you want me to tell my reaction about the video?
Okay.
I feel like
so unless we having a bad connection and you're receiving all the questions for Elijah, you done answered for him 3 times. So you seem eager. Let's go to you, Mr. Lacey. What are your views? How do you feel about this situation? Do you feel that these perpetrators was in the right, or were they in the wrong? And what would you have done if it was you?
I feel that they got exactly what they deserve, trying to perpetuate some stuff like that onto a man that was only trying to do his job. So if it was me, I think it would have went down the same exact way.
So that's your answer.
Yep, the revolution will not be televised.
All right, so let me see before we go any further. Bird, are you back with us?
No.
All right, Elijah, are you back with us?
Elijah's here.
I gotta ask you the same
He
question.
must have he's on mute.
He can't. All right, so
He's on mute. He moved away from the phone.
All right, we're gonna move on. We're gonna go to the ladies, and if he comes back before the next video, then we'll ask him the question. All right, ladies.
Josie's in the house.
All right, Josie, we're gonna catch you up to speed. The topic of tonight's discussion is I don't get paid enough for this shit. Meaning being attacked on my job, in my workplace, and things of that nature. So I don't know if you had a chance to view the video, what took place at the waterfront, where a white mob jumped on a black man at his job. Did you see that video?
Yes, indeed.
Okay, can you give us your views on it? Give us your perspective. Do you feel that these perpetrators, meaning the white mob, were right in what they did to the black man on his job? And had it been you, how would you have reacted?
Well, first of all, they're not labeling it as a hate crime. I think that if the colors were reversed, it would have definitely went down as a hate crime and then followed up with other things. I think that for him, I feel like that was a sad situation for him. However, he did have his, people come in to help support him. I mean, people were literally
Hold on,
swimming.
Hold on, let me stop you right there. Just for the intent purposes of people that's watching, they may not have been privy to watching the video, or they don't know what's going on. When you refer to him and them, please be clear about who him is.
So I didn't want to get too much in labeling. I don't know people's names now, but the African American guy.
There you go.
And then the Caucasian people who came over and assaulted. Then we had other Huh?
I said you're right again.
And then we had the other African Americans that came to his rescue from all types of directions. I mean, and then you had some African Americans swimming across the lake or whatever. They was at pond, whatever. I'm just looking at it like, now, why would anybody think that we were way, way, way back in those days where you were gonna pull out the whip, we were gonna get in line? That was a huge message being sent out. That's what I felt like. But how would I have felt if I was him? I would have felt disrespected. I would have felt like, yeah, I'm doing too much for this little bit of pay. And, if I was out there as the bystanders, I probably would have did the same thing. I probably would have intervened. Like, what are you doing? Why are you hitting on him like that? Whatever it may have been. I think the days of us just standing there and watching, should be done. I mean, I get we got phones and all, but some were recording. Some people getting a kick out of it, but I think it was a comeback statement.
Yeah, there was some that got the kick out of it, and then there was some that got the shit kicked out of them.
Yeah. Oh, but wait. But first, are we still talking about the episode where the dude hit the man over the head with the chair, or is that a whole different?
That's part of it.
Okay. So they want him. They want him. The dude with the chair. They're coming for him. But I'm like, what about the dude who started?
Okay, so again,
he got arrested.
So again, when we talk about the one who hit somebody with a chair.
Okay, the African American man who was hitting people, making sure that the chair was sturdy enough. He was just checking out to see if the chair, was sturdy enough. He wasn't really trying to hurt nobody.
He's trying to get them off of the dude. Get them to back up.
I seen another incident where
that was payback. That was personal.
It was personal at that time.
The chair is a weapon. The chair is a weapon.
You get this too.
No, actually, he works for the chair company. He was just showing y'all how durable the chair is if you want to buy it.
That's
That's
right.
what I was thinking.
He is a proud graduate of the ECW class of 2023. They're still around. They're still swinging chairs.
So those chairs went from $13.99 to $20.99.
Yeah.
Look at the fact check. Look at the fact check.
And increase that
Marie, I
damn,
thought they
increase
were perfect
the
advertising.
value of the chair. Damn.
Look at that. Patsy, you want to jump in
Goddamn chair
here?
went up 16 goddamn dollars.
Patsy, you want to jump in here? You want to make some sense of it? And again, how did you feel about the perpetrator's behavior? And were they right? Were they wrong? And what would you have done if this was happening to you? Or better yet, if you was present, what would you have done?
That ain't too much, is it?
No. I mean, I'm not gonna eat it. It's
Like
enough.
defending, I would have defended myself, at least tried to, when I was getting attacked. You know, because all they do is try to do is like take your boat and move on and go down the river to wherever you ain't parked at the right spot. And they just want to go off and act stupid because they drunk and they white and he's black. I'm like, no. And then after the fact, like after everything would have been done, I wrote on my report, I would have been like, yo, dude, I don't get enough for this shit. I'm out. Peace out. I would have quit.
Okay.
That same day.
So you would have you would have defended yourself, you would have spoke on it, and then you would have quit.
Right.
Okay. That's Jules.
And I would have sued the ass out of them for not protecting me on the job.
Exactly,
Don't
dude.
worry,
That's what I was
Exactly.
getting ready to say, dude. That's
Don't
what I was
worry,
getting ready to say.
that's
Because that is fucking part of you. They supposed to protect you while you watching over their facility. That you work for them, so your employer supposed to make sure you safe at all goddamn time.
All right,
all time.
So hold on. We heard from. Let's get the views of the rest of the ladies. Tanya, we're gonna go to you, and then we're gonna go to Kiana. Tanya, you ready?
Yep.
How you feel about that video? Do you feel like the perpetrators were right, or were they wrong? And do you feel like the cavalry was right in doing what they justifying doing what they did? And I think you, what would you have done?
I think the perpetrators were definitely wrong. They have been drinking. I think that it's an unfortunate situation, but given the place where they were at in Alabama, where they're still trying to suppress Black people, that it's an underlying what you call that underlying
issue.
Issue. Like they've been holding on to stuff like the African Americans are just getting tired of how they're being treated there.
Wait a minute. So you telling me they didn't get the decree? They didn't get the memo that the Black people are free? They're no longer slaves?
I think that there's a long history of slave owners in that state and generationals of people who still believe that and think that they're above the law and that they're better than.
It's a sundown city.
Sundown city.
You niggas only good. You niggas only good for basketball and football.
I think that
we'll invite you to come to our state.
Whose turn is it?
Hold on, Tim. Let her finish. Go ahead, Tim.
I think that when the guy asked them to move, could they please move the boat? He seemed like he asked them courteously. He waited 45 minutes. They had that arrogant attitude of that privilege, the white privilege. So that they felt that they didn't have to listen to him. But the fact that they all tried to jump on that man just shows you that they didn't look at him as a person.
They definitely had a better video where you could hear what he was saying, and he was definitely telling them that he's been trying to dock his boat. They need to move their boat, and the boat sitting right there. He was pointing to it and everything. It's a closer video of him talking to them before they started attacking.
Yeah. So
What video we talking about?
Hold on,
The
hold on, hold
boat.
on,
The
Elijah.
same video.
Hold on, guys. Hold on. Let Tanya finish.
So if that had been me, I would have protected myself, and I would have got a lawyer and sued the company for not protecting me. And sued those who attacked me. The other thing is too is that the boys that got arrested, they got arrested because the video went viral. And they're looking for the guy with the chair so that they can appease the other people that will be in the uproar because the 3 people got arrested.
No, they arrested the guy with the chair on the dock after he hit because he hit 2 people. He hit the man and then he hit the lady. And once he hit the lady, they grabbed him and threw him down on the ground and arrested him.
You see that they arrested everybody they thought was involved. They arrested everybody, but they let everybody go at the scene. And that's now they got warrants off of people and they want them to turn themselves in. They didn't physically take no one to the jail, but they did put handcuffs on people.
So just so we clear about this, before we go to Kiana, the chairman got arrested on the scene.
Yeah,
everybody got arrested.
So
Nah,
the
yeah,
perpetrators,
chairman got arrested.
So the 7 offenders, the white perpetrators, they all got arrested too?
They all
they all got handcuffed. They all got detained, but they didn't go to the jailhouse and
they didn't go
get
to
arrested.
jail.
Okay.
They just got detained.
All right, everybody stay right there. Stay right there. Let's go to Kiana. Because then I want to go to Elijah. And then I want Elijah to ask the question he asked earlier about when does dignity become a factor. All right, Keith, you ready?
Yeah.
All right. Break this down. Give us your perspective.
My perspective is, you asked several questions in a question. You asked if it happened to me, what would I do? I feel like his throwing off his hat was a symbol of, I don't need this fucking job no more. You ain't gonna put your hands on me. I'm going to fight back. So it would be the same. You're not putting your hands on me. I don't care about work. I don't care about street. I don't care if the mayor was standing beside me. None of that matters. You don't get to put your hands on people. Would I have helped? As a female, I would try to break it up. But if I see somebody fighting somebody, again, it depends.
Nah, Key, you seen the females knock that chick out. They knocked her out.
Let her finish.
Wait a minute, let me finish. I would be looking for the chair, the stick, the rock. I'm not stupid enough to just walk in here with my hands up against no dude. I told my sister the other day, I got bricks around my house in strategic places, just in case. So
put it in the net bag. Crack her with a net bag. Crack them.
So again,
you're gonna go to sleep.
Do you think that the people that came to his defense, do you think they was justifying doing what they was doing?
Absolutely. Nobody should stand there while 7 or 8 people are jumping on a man.
Doesn't matter what color the man is or woman.
No, it doesn't matter. Again, there were people who recorded who were across on the boat. Like, what were they really going to do to help him? But then there were people who got off the boat or got off the top part of the deck. I don't know where some of those people came from to assist.
They got the
coming from out the work.
They came from the other boat next to the dock.
The river. I believe he's related to that man. So there was no way that he was going to allow somebody to hurt his family member.
You mean the 16-year-old, the one that the graduate of the Michael Phelps swim club?
Black people been swimming forever. Stop it.
Yeah.
Yep. He broke that
For real.
Please go to any island that is predominantly black. Black people swim. They've been swimming.
Yes, we've been swimming. You remember that movie when that lady was like, she ain't gonna make it?
We've been swimming.
They said he's the first black person to swim to a fight.
Shoot, half of us on this damn call been swimming since we was kids. So I
Right.
don't know about
Exactly.
I can vouch for that.
I'm up before I go to Elijah. I'm gonna tell you this right now. Patsy, because you are one of the queens of the Morgan Memorial Lake. I would have been a part of that Swim the Lake club, but I started thinking about something was looking at me in the water that was bigger than me, so I decided to get in the boat.
I swim the lake.
I swam it.
4-7. I swim across that lake.
Yeah, but
I'm
over
sure
to
everybody on this phone. Hello.
over to that dark
I
hole
swim the
near
lake,
the
but I didn't
beach.
go on. I got about probably 1 minute away, and son's watching you, and I got the boat. You know.
Yeah, Dave. I was thinking that too. So I swam faster.
I wasn't going. Whatever it was, I wasn't giving the chance.
I thought it was a lake monster in
Yeah,
there.
exactly.
You know, so I swam faster. Hurry up and
I was
get
in
to
the
that
ocean in
dock.
February, so I don't play that. I
You
love
was in the ocean in February.
Y'all watch one too many Jason movies.
You damn right.
Oh my God.
All right,
Oh,
let's wait.
That came out. Years after I went to camp. It came out. Then it started
That
getting
came
to
out
me.
while we were in camp.
Yeah,
Let me clarify.
People, yes, let's
not
get
the
on
ocean
subject.
in the US. I was out of the country in February. I would never swim up here in February.
All right, let's get Elijah's perspective on it. So the video that we was watching was the one where the black guy on his job was attacked by the white mob in Montgomery, Alabama. I believe that was the location, scene of the crime. You know anything about the video? How you feel about the video? And would you have came to that man's aid? Elijah?
Yeah, I'm here. For the record, I was the first counselor to swim across the lake. For the record. Yes, I would have participated. Of course I would have participated. Number one. Number two, you know what I'm saying to you? There was no wrongness in helping out a young man. You seen two dudes trying to break it up. These other side, you know what I'm saying to you? They didn't want to, they still was still amped. And then, you know, it was up. It was stuck, man. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with that. That's what you do. We Damon, we have done that. You know what I mean? So that's what you do. You know what I mean? Here goes the
We've
thing.
done that.
Here goes the
done
thing.
that too.
Here goes the thing. Here goes the thing, though, right? To say it's not the difference between a black or white, just anybody helping out. From what I've seen on record, and I'm a good researcher, we have never seen that live on the civilians on the other side, Caucasian, white, beating down one dude, and we all just watching. We never seen that. It's been police or it's been someone with authority beating us down. We can't do nothing. But you're across the street and I'm across the street. We've never seen that until what happened in Alabama, which is very interesting because they have a black, I believe, a mayor, a governor. But I know he's the first, of course, he's the first. And he was saying it's not going to stay in their state and everybody's still going to go to that place. It's very interesting, though. New times. What's the next question?
Let me say this to you too before we go on. Damon said earlier about the situation. What'd you say, dude, about Montgomery? About Alabama?
That state.
It's a prejudice state.
Well,
That it's a sundown town.
I'm looking at the whole big picture of the thing. I loved it. I seen it coming. I didn't know.
You still there?
His phone went mute.
You're breaking up, kid.
Yeah.
Right now, you're talking in the ear.
I started ringing my bag, but I seen it coming. This is gonna have a statement had to be made because there's no difference.
There you go.
People got to understand that these people were also at a Trump rally too. They didn't tell you that. I knew they were that these people came from a Trump rally. You know what I'm trying to say? So they were already on their bullshit.
before or
Hey,
that.
hey,
Yeah,
hey,
day
hey,
before. Yep,
hey,
yep, she's
hey,
right.
There will be
hey,
no Trump
hey,
slander.
hey, leave my president alone. Hey,
Anyway,
that has
Why
nothing to
anyway,
do with it.
Trump anyway?
anyway,
There
they,
will
they were
be
already
no
they were
Trump
already jacked
slander.
up on that Trump speech. They were already jacked up on that Trump speech. The next day, they all drunk and they looked
You
at some.
cannot say
Yeah.
that. That's you
Listen,
now. You're making an accusation. There's no
listen,
facts behind that.
listen.
Exactly.
The facts
That's your
came out. The
opinion.
facts came out. Why? If it
Yeah.
was a
By
white
their
if it was a
actions.
white co-captain of a boat and the white co-captain asked them to move the boat, they would have kindly moved that boat.
They removed the boat.
What
They
that
were
have to
pumped
do
up
with
from
a
that Trump
Trump
rally.
rally? What do that have to do with my
Because they was
president
drinking
giving
that
his
Trump juice.
beautiful,
That's
wonderful, the
why.
best speech
There
that
you
you
go.
have ever
If
It
heard?
was Trump
That
and
these
that
white
man asked
people,
Trump to move, he would have moved.
Right.
these
They was
white
drinking that
people,
Trump juice. That's what happened. They drunk that juice, got
All
drunk off
right,
of that Trump juice.
so the
that's
reason
And
it.
why
you can't have it both ways.
the
God
reason
damn it.
why I asked dude to
they try
restate
to
what he
listen to
said
50
because
Cent.
I had a point. I had a point. I stepped right into that. But my
Hey,
point
Dave, I
was
wasn't finishing my comment,
I
David.
know. I'm gonna come back to you. I'm gonna come back to you. My point was
He mad
um
because y'all talking about his president.
my point before I forget. We're
Piss
gonna
me off, damn it.
so what happened was those dudes did what they did. Had those what we call them good Samaritans, hadn't came to his aid, to his rescue, we would have witnessed another live murder.
Yes.
That's
Right.
what they was gonna do. They was gonna murder that man right there on the dock.
He's
And
gonna
those
tie
people,
a cinder block to his ankle and throw him in the river.
but those people,
Listen, the illest dude in a movie to me, the illest dude in any movie to me was the mountain dude from the Black Panther. We will not have it. We will not have it anymore.
So I have a question. I want to know, is this man gonna lose his job?
Hold on, Maria. Stay right there.
Defending himself.
Stay right there. We got two questions. We got Elijah's question. We got Maria's question. But before we do that, Mr. Lacey, you got to pay some bills. You want to take care of that?
Got you.
You read it.
What in Sam's Hill, but Jesus, what is going on out there? You must get the president. You must talk to the president. Someone get the president.
Still a Man Enterprises.
Are you watching the news?
Yes.
Do you see what's happening in the streets?
Yes.
Well, it's time.
Say less. My fellow Americans, the powers that be have elected me to address your concerns as they relate to the latest pandemic, now known to the world as Emporium Plus Fever. What is Emporium Plus Fever? What are the symptoms? The Center for Disease Control has defined this as a sensory virus. This virus severely damages the sensory nerves, causing sharp, lightning-like pain. It is also accompanied by violent bouts of visual stimuli. The powers that be have received reports of violent mobs storming local malls and local storefronts in search of these brands. The powers that be are instructing all police officers around the world to stand down. We will not tolerate any accidental shootings due to looting. My people, there are good news and bad news. First, the bad news. You will not, I repeat, you will not
find what you need in the local malls or storefronts. The good news, there is a solution, a remedy of sorts, and it is as follows. Go to your computers, take out your cell phones, your iPads, type in your preferred search engine, and type in emporiumplus.org. There, you will find what you need, the solution to your problems. You will find brand names now known to the world as Adapt the Parish, Adapt the Parish Ladies First, Envy Forever, Still a Man, Support Our Sisters, and You Sir. Resistance is futile. This is vital to the existence of the human race. This message is approved and paid for by Emporium Plus.
So now we know what was wrong with that angry white mob. They was in search of Emporium Plus. Had they went to our store, they wouldn't have been out there acting the fool. See, that's what was wrong with them. They just need a hug. But back to Elijah, you said earlier, when does dignity become a factor? So you want to explain that in detail?
I mean, goddamn, Dave, I was damn near running out my juice with that motherfucking commercial. Excuse my French.
Well, see, you got to get to the store, then you can find more. But go ahead.
Good job. Dignity. That was my point when I was young as an adolescent, when that dude spit in my face. There's a time called dignity, and you know how life is. His life is abstract, it's off time, and you wasn't prepared. And when you're on a job, that guy wasn't prepared. Nobody was prepared for what was going to go down in Alabama, Montgomery at that. They're only just known for football and basically in barbecues. But anyway, when it came to abstract stuff on the work, like when Maria was saying, she was talking to the person in the sense of, yo, we don't talk right now, wait till later, and don't try to talk down on me. You know what I mean? I don't care what your position or who you are. Dignity. And this is the part where the rubber meets the road. When there's certain careers you go into, like say Hollywood or let's say entertainment, a lot of times dignity goes out the window, probably because of the check, probably because of the fame, who knows? Especially if this is why a lot of people love entrepreneurs, because you can manage your dignity. Yet when you're getting paid real good, and there's this person, male, female, white or black, Asian, don't make no difference, putting their finger in your face and telling you, you better get over there and do what I tell you in front of people. And you know you got to pay the mortgage next month. What do you do? Is it dignity or is it that bad? Because I'm seeing niggas going for that bad. Excuse me, black people.
All right. Do we answer you want everybody to answer the question one by one? Or you just want everybody to just...
You know what?
You
Let them
people would want to
listen.
keep their dignity, but everybody nowadays is on some, I need that money right now.
Right.
They'll embarrass themselves for the quick dollar.
They're accepting to get in the money besides, pertaining their dignity. That's what it looks like. They'll sell their soul to get the money, get the bag, then have dignity. Now there's some that would, prefer dignity over the bag. And money comes and goes. The dignity is always gonna be there, but if you lose your dignity, then you have to fight to get that back. You see?
Timmy, Tim, not to cut your whiz, check it, right? You remember the movie Snitch with The Rock, and he was a truck driver, he had saved his son.
I didn't watch it.
Okay.
That was a good movie, man.
Right. Now, okay, Gregory, did he lose his dignity for his son?
Kind of. Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
If he was looking at himself as some type of street dude, yeah.
Yeah, it ain't even no street dude. Just no dignity don't have nothing to do about the streets. It's this thing about yourself. It's the soul. It's the essence of this is what you stand for. This is the world didn't make this. This is just you on the experience what the world has given you. So when you have that dignity, I will not cross this line. I'm not if you're not if you're not in love with different men, pause, you know what I'm saying? You won't cross that line. Well, that's part of your dignity. That's your dignity, not the next person's dignity. That's your dignity. But when it comes to that bag, this would get universal. I don't care if you straight, gay, black, white, Asian, Chinese, woman, man. That bag, I see a lot of people's willing to sacrifice that dignity. And probably because they have to save their son, their moms or pops or kids got cancer, they got to pay that more. Still, but that guy is yelling in your face. That woman's yelling and belittling you, like talking to you. No parent will even talk to you this way. And he or she's talking to you, and you go and do it.
Well, let me say this. Let me say this. Part of the reason, probably the number one reason, is because, like you said earlier, we have to pay bills. So that's one of the things that will drive you to push forward, to push past that situation, because your dignity ain't gonna keep you warm if you can't pay for heat. Your
Right, but
dignity
I think
ain't gonna
that
keep a roof over
sometimes
your head.
I think sometimes you can have
I
both.
disagree.
So I think sometimes you can have both, because there has been time currently that I went into my boss's office to tell her how I felt about the situation. You know, like you can't talk to somebody a certain type of way and then make them feel good about their job. Like if you want someone to perform in a certain way, you got to make them feel good about this job. But if you're talking to people, talking down to them, and you're belittling them, and you're making it seem like they're the bottom of your shoe because they need this job to pay their bills, they're
Right.
not doing 100% of this job anyway.
Mm, mm.
They only there
and you
for
want
the
to go
check.
to HR and file
Right.
a complaint for hostile environment.
Right. So sometimes you can have both. It's just about how you approach the situation, I believe. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, I didn't go in her office and kick down her door and say, look, you're going to do X. No. I said, I'm going to need to talk to you. Sorry for using names. I'm going to need to talk to you because at this point, I feel like you're talking to me like I'm your child, and I'm not your child.
That's what grown folks do.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
When
whoa, whoa,
you
whoa, whoa, whoa.
feel when you
Hold
feel
on,
like
Tim.
someone is belittling you, then you gonna speak up, because of course, like you said, it doesn't matter your status on the job. Treat me like you want me to treat you. Now, if you talk to me like an adult, then I will talk to you like an adult. But if you talking down to me, it doesn't matter what your position is. I'm still a human being, and you're still a person just like me. Only thing is, you got a title that says you're the boss or you're the manager, but you and me are the same.
So okay, so Tim, check it out, right? And Maria, and I hear y'all saying you can do both. Dignity is not a pass on saying that okay, now I can wild out on you, which a lot of people use it as. I think that's a mental illness, but that's just me. Dignity is more on I can't keep this on my mind and still do this job. I have to express myself in a way of this wasn't cool. You know what I mean? That's the holding your dignity. And I think every person to me have ability to do that. Yet, when it comes to higher risk, when it comes to more money in that bag, this is where the rubber meets the road. I've seen it too many times in my life where that I got to get it Apple because of bum. You know what I mean? And the only solution that I do see this type of thing that you can get out of is if you go entrepreneur. I'm a
Okay.
firm believer. If you're an entrepreneur and when stuff happens, it can be on you or your LLC or your S corp, whatever. And that's the way you can hold a lease, your dignity. Then you have to battle on how you're gonna get your cuss. That's a whole different story. But that's because when you're doing that a number 9 to 5 and you get into situations, I haven't seen that corporation really back you up unless you sell out for that. bag, and usually they got you by the balls on a contract, or they will say a salary, stuff like that. So that's what I'm saying on the sense of the dignity. It will be tested on these gigs, not just because
Right,
you have to
but
beat
that's
somebody
why
up.
I said at sometimes you can't. I didn't say always it happens. I said sometimes. It depends on the people that's in that situation at the time. You know, at the end of the day, when I had that conversation with her, whether she was listening, she thought twice about how she was gonna approach me the next time because it
Okay,
never
so
happened again.
okay, let's get you out the way because to me, I think you handled that professionally. Let's say if a person was doing the same thing that you did, and they had a mortgage to pay, and that the person who you spoke to know your character, saw your demeanor, understand your personality, you know what I mean, read a lot of, you know what I'm saying, to you, books on how you can read a person's personality on when they approach you and all that stuff, liking people, win friends over type of stuff. But here comes another young lady. She's just doing her job. You know what I mean? She ain't that outspoken, but she felt uncomfortable. And she goes to the same person, but she got mortgage to pay. She goes to the same person. That person looks at her and starts yelling at her on, get out my face. I have to do something. What
Okay,
do you
now,
do?
pause right there.
I seen it happen. You're absolutely right. With that same person, seen them do that to someone else that is working beside me doing the same job. It actually happens. But
Hold on,
again,
That
y'all.
person
I
has
feel
no
it
dignity.
depends on the
Hold on.
person.
Exactly. That's
Exactly.
what I
Good
was getting
job,
ready to say.
Gregory.
Hold
Exactly.
on, hold on,
You
hold on.
stood up for yourself because you wasn't gonna allow her to talk to you in your kind of way.
No,
But
that's her
someone else,
dignity. That's her
right? That's what
dignity,
I'm
T.
saying. She stood up for herself. But the other chick, you know, they do stuff to see how far they can go, whether you gonna stand up or fall. You
All
know,
right, hold on,
fold.
guys. Hold on one
You
sec.
know, that's what they do. They
Hold on,
try to
Tim.
test
Hold on, Tim.
the push the buttons.
Hold on, so we can stay on track. So let's just talk about this so we can go to the next footage. Let's stay right there. Keep that same energy. Gregory, I think Waffle House Wendy would have something to say about dignity. You want to show that video?
There's always a fight at the Waffle House.
No, she was getting it in, man. She was getting it in.
Gotcha.
They make us think like we just crazy over food.
Waffle House is an American institution and a great place when you're hungry, but honestly, late night can get a little volatile. Someone finds a bacon strip short in their all-star special and things can get out of hand. That happened in Austin, Texas at a Waffle House about a year ago. Someone caught it on video. Pretty amazing. Here it is.
Bust her ass.
So even by the standards of Waffle House brawls, this got a little zany. At one point, someone threw a chair at a Waffle House employee, and here's the amazing thing. That employee effortlessly batted the chair away like Wonder Woman with her bulletproof bracelets. You're seeing that on your screen right now. So naturally, we wanted to speak to this cool-headed Waffle House employee who is completely unintimidated by throwing chairs. Online, she's known as Waffle House Wendy. Her real name is Haley Booth, and we're honored to have her join us tonight. Haley, thank you so much for coming on.
Diana.
You were not intimidated, and the tape proves it at all, when a lunatic Waffle House diner threw a chair at your head. How did you remain so calm?
I really don't know. It kind of just all happened so fast. It was mainly just a pure rush of adrenaline and instinct that just kind of had me going.
Had anyone ever thrown a chair at you before?
I mean, kids get rowdy in middle school, but not like directly at me.
Yeah, good. Well, that speaks well of the country you grew up in. How did Waffle House, I'm watching this and I'm thinking, I don't think I've seen an employee calmer under pressure than you. I assume you got some sort of award and special bonus from Waffle House corporate. How big was your bonus?
I actually didn't get any bonus of it. The only thing that I did get from the fight was a write-up for breaking the sugar shaker. So, and, you know, telling them telling me, you know, hey, we're going to write you up for the sugar shaker, but you did a good job, you know, protecting the store and making sure that you were all right.
Wait. You were written up for breaking a sugar shaker when someone threw a chair at
Yes,
you?
sir.
Did you
destruction
point
of
out
business property? Yeah.
Did you point out that you were the victim here?
They watched the cameras.
They didn't care.
And they
And
saw the whole thing on the company camera, like the security cameras and whatnot.
So you were not rewarded or awarded for your bravery under pressure?
Yeah, no, sir.
Do you still work at Waffle House?
No.
No, 2 months after the fight, me and my relationship was getting a little bit more serious, so I moved out of city. And they had told me that I'm always welcome back at that store, and, you know, we're glad to have you back. You always have a place here. And
because someone threw a chair at you?
I honestly think it was more of a if we can't have you, nobody can type thing. I don't think it had anything to do with the fight.
And I should have asked you this at the beginning, but my last question is, why did this fight start? Do you know?
All I know is that they were extremely drunk, or at least intoxicated, and it was a slow night. I was the only cook, and there was about 30, 40 people in there that I had to cook for by myself. So it was moving slow. So drunken impatience creates a volatile situation.
I hope they all went to prison. I bet they didn't. Just to guess.
I didn't want to press charges. I felt that the situation had been resolved and everyone could go on their way.
You're a nice person. Hallie Booth, thanks for joining us tonight. We wanted to meet you. I'm glad you came.
Hey,
Of
Dave.
course, yeah.
Hey, Dave. They didn't show when she was getting her behind whipped, Dave.
Well, you know, I tell you guys this all the time. He who controls the narrative can tell the story. So in that situation, let's go to Damon. Damon, you still with us?
Oh yeah, I'm here.
So, do you feel like Wendy, that's what they call her, do you feel like in that situation she was able to hold on to her dignity?
Listen, the only reason she was able to hold on to her dignity because she knew she would have got fucked up. She was smart. She was one of the smart white folks. She was smart.
No, she did, bro. They didn't show the whole thing, kid. They had
I
a
was about to
pause.
say Wendy was scrapping. Y'all didn't see that?
What?
Wendy
No, I didn't
Wonder
She
see that
doing her
Woman,
one.
thing.
Wonder Woman was doing her
The,
thing.
the Matrix and dodge the chair
Right.
swing. Y'all
But
tripping.
that was
Really,
who?
really
Yeah.
sad. Really sad.
She
That was
looked like
after they
She
fried her
really
hand.
did look like Diana from Wonder Woman.
So you said that you felt like only reason why she held on to her dignity is because she knew that she could be beaten. But so what I mean by hold on to her dignity, even after she defended the workplace with her life, she was written up for breaking a sugar.
Sugar.
And that's why
Right?
and that's why I said when the black dude got beat up, he sued a company too. I'm suing everybody. I'm suing everybody who touched me. I'm suing a company for not protecting me. Why? Because they'll, from what we all know, they might bring him in and say, you know, even though they attack you, got a little excessive after the fact. You know, you do a cause a raw, you know, some shit. But they'll let it go right now while it's hot. But as soon as it quiet down, you know, they bring him to office. You know, that was really good what you do. You know, pump him up, made him feel like he's a hero. But and once you say "but," you know what that does? Cancels everything you said the first time. And don't be surprised if that shit don't happen. You know what I'm
They
trying to
don't
say?
use but anymore. They use however.
However, yep, here you go. Yep, when they use them gaslighting words and shit. Yeah,
however, but
them
whatever
dog
they
whistle
want
words.
to say.
You gotta watch out for them dog whistling and them gaslighting shit. Especially
Hey,
them
listen
dog.
here, dude. Listen here, man. I'm relaxing with my old man here, man. You know what I mean? So, watch your mouth, son. Watch your mouth.
So again, do y'all feel like, I'm gonna ask you, Tanya, you've been quiet. So are you still with us?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, so in this situation, the young lady defended for the job place, the workplace with her life. Do you think in the end when they brought her into the office and written her up, do you think that her dignity should have played a factor at that point? How do you remain calm in the face of your employers when they're telling you that yeah, you did a good job, but we're gonna write you up because destroying work property.
Destroying work, and they watched it on the security camera.
Exactly.
Right, that's the shit that killed me.
I would have been like, okay, so you're gonna write me up? Okay, I'll take that write up, but I'm also gonna I'm gonna take that write up and go get me a lawyer, and then I'm suing them.
Yeah.
For not protecting me, for watching the video camera and not sending it to the police for the police to find these people and arrest them. And then they blackballed her from going somewhere else.
Yeah.
So now you're messing with my money, with my livelihood.
Exactly. Can I say something on that video? Because I when I was living in Alabama, I also did work at a Waffle House, right? And that whole camera situation, let me tell you, if the manager in that particular Waffle House or any Waffle House, they can actually watch that video if they actually saw that whole fight breakout and everything. The manager could have called the cops from wherever they were at their house or whatever, right? So I say like I was the manager there. I could have called the cops after seeing that, you know, be like, yo, da 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 da, you know. But given the fact, like, I think the managers I've had at Waffle House, they
So Patsy, not to interrupt
recommended
you, are you
me.
saying, Patsy, are you saying that the manager had the ability to call the cops from wherever they were, and
Yes, because
and they sat there and watched the battle royal go on?
Yeah.
And still roll her up.
But what I'm saying is they were actually logged on to the camera system at the time the fight was going on, and they saw the fight going on, right? That's if they were watching it. At that particular moment, they could have remotely called the cops from, because like literally when she said that she was the only cook at the time, like that 9 to 7 shift, because that's the shift that she was working. Yes, she is the only cook there. So that's because that's how they set up the shift for 9 to 7, you know, that you're the only cook in that shift. And then it also depends on the night. Say like it's a fight night, you're supposed to have at least two cooks that night.
No security?
That's what I'm saying. They too cheap to pay security.
No, they don't usually have security on in
because that
Waffle.
saved them money. It saved them money.
They're gonna have a whole lot more battle royals 9 to 7. That shift, that anything can happen. Robbie, you want to give us your perspective? I know you're chomping at the bits.
No, I don't want to say anything about that. The video spoke, and EC, he pretty much answered what I was gonna say. So no.
All right, Kiana, you want to jump in there?
What's the question?
Fine.
Judges, I want to know how you keep your dignity in when you're standing face to face with someone that's telling you, I'm gonna write you up. Even though you did a good job, I gotta write you up because you destroyed
salt shake. Companies, corporations, people don't give a shit about you. So your loyalty is to yourself. It's to no company.
Right. That's right. Better believe it.
If you are waiting for somebody to prop you up, put you on your shoulders because you held down the fort for their company, they will ride over you with the biggest tractor, trailer, bus, 18-wheeler, and won't give two shits about you. So my dignity, as my mother used to say, somebody can say anything to you. Let them talk. But as soon as they touch you, let an eyelash fall on your toe, you better drop them to the floor. You can talk all you want to. I will tell you, you're not talking to me like that, and we will have a conversation. But you can talk all you want to. I can tune you out. But you touch me, it's a problem, and it will be solved. That's it.
Okay. Short and sweet.
That's that dignity, Dave. Dave, when
I'm
you lose your dignity, kid, you might as well say you have no soul, kid.
You're a
I mean,
pushover.
when you lose that dignity, that standard that your mom, pop, or whatever the world put in you, dog, that you say enough is enough, never again, and then you cough it up again, kid, you can't really come back from that. I don't care how much money you get. Those people, they kill themselves, kid, or they go in depression because it wasn't worth it. You dig? When it comes to your dignity, some people was different levels, but still, you gotta have dignity. Don't let a piece of paper or imaginary zeros take away what makes you you, or enough is enough. You know what I'm saying? See that dignity.
I'll say this to you, and I'll say this to the people at the Waffle House. Y'all think y'all was complaining about a sugar shaker because she broke a sugar shaker, and y'all was gonna write her up for this? This is what y'all would have heard all over y'all's video. Y'all would have heard stuff like this. Hear that? That's breaking glass. Because I would have threw somebody's ass through the window. Y'all weren't worried about no sugar shakers.
They did
that for collateral damage.
I have discretion whether they want to write you up or not. That's you. You can be discretionary when it comes to a write up. You don't have to do that.
You don't
but
have
they
to
do
sign it.
because
You're
they
right.
don't
You
give
ain't
a
got to
shit about
sign it.
you.
That's
You ain't
right.
got to
I
sign
hate
it.
to be
If you
that
ain't
guy,
sign it,
but
then you
I
agree
address
to
the
it.
elephant in the room. If Wendy was Whitney, and she did that, she would have got fired.
She did.
Even if she
Ultimately get
defended the store,
fired.
she would have got fired. It
She
would have
got
been
Nah,
fired.
she
It would
ain't
have
get
said, "Oh,
fired,
Ultimately
these
get
Dave.
these
fired.
girls."
No,
Nah, she
No,
quit. She
she
wanted to
left.
move.
she
She got
left.
hooked up with her man. Her man
No,
and her
No,
wanted
I'm
out.
that's what
saying
she
if
told
I'm
y'all.
They
saying if
forced her out.
Wendy was a black woman, she would have got fired. She would have never been
Facts.
praised for being a
Oh, you
hero,
y'all
Yeah.
so
saving
Facts.
the
definitely.
Waffle House. That's why I
Facts.
Yeah.
said
And
I
she
hate to
was,
be that guy, but that's the truth.
hey
And when
Greg,
her
hey
and the
Gregory,
reason
hey
they did her
Gregory,
that
and
way, the reason they did the white girl that way is because they did it the political way. They pushed her out subtly. They made her uncomfortable to be there, and she jetted. That's what it was. She knew what they were trying to do.
hold on. Now we speculating. Out her
Yeah,
own
that's
mouth,
She
all
she
said
your.
out of her
said,
own mouth. She
hold
said
on,
that's what.
She
hold
Why
said
they trying
they
to
on,
block her from going
hold
somewhere
on,
else?
hold
She
on.
said that they blackballed her though because
Ball
she
her.
tried
Thank
to
you.
go to another Waffle House and they
Thank
wouldn't
you.
hire.
So
Thank you. She left.
that supports what Damon said. They
No.
literally
Exactly.
squeezed
Oh,
her. So did
She
she even
wanted to
make
be
the
away.
decision to leave? She
hold
She
came
was
on.
to
leaving with
tears.
her boyfriend. That's
Hold
what
I,
she
And
was
I
she
don't
said,
doing.
believe that. I don't
and
believe
when
that.
and when she said
Because
herself
y'all are
out her
so much
own mouth, saying
fixated
that if
on
they can't have me, nobody else could either.
Yeah,
right.
y-
Hold on.
that's
y'all.
what
Hold
Y'all
she
on.
got a
Hold
said.
on.
problem
Hold
with
on. Hold on. And
the
that's
white race. That's all it is.
No, no, see,
That's
actually,
all it
that's
is.
not, hold on, y'all. Let me clear up something. Robbie, that's not what
No,
me,
I don't care what you say. I
no,
got
that's not
problems
what
with you.
me, no,
I'm
you're
with you,
not
Barbino.
Y'all
listening. You're not
all got a
listening.
problem
That's not what me
trying
Bacon
or
to
fits
Damon,
me.
put it all on
that's
white
not what
people
me or
doing
Damon
something
is
wrong.
saying. Robbie, that's
I'm
not
with
what
you,
we're saying.
Barbino.
We're saying
That's right,
that
App. I'm listening to
no,
them.
you're not.
Strongly just
Listen.
talking about
If you
wrong in the
was
whites
listening,
and comparing the blacks to the
you
whites
would see that we
all
were
the time.
supporting what she was saying.
I
She
heard what she
got
said. She said
politically
her boyfriend and
squeezed
her was
out.
moving somewhere
We
else.
heard
So
that.
she left
Right.
We
Wendy's.
heard that. But she also said they blackballed her. Do you
Whoa.
understand
Dave,
what that means? You
Facts,
can't get a
Dave.
job nowhere else.
Because she
Dave, she
left,
told
Dave.
you, she said that was because they didn't want, meaning her talent of who she is, working for
So
With
their
how
numbers,
is that? So
Exactly.
how is that?
Don't try to
adversary.
act like they blackballed her because
Excuse me, one
what? They
second.
really wanted to
Damon,
fire her.
say what you said again so that they
Say
will
it again,
What
understand.
was
Damon.
said was that if she was a black lady she would have been fired off the rip.
You don't know that to be the case. You're just saying
Yes,
that.
we do.
Okay, but
We
that's
do
what
know
that's what
Statistics
Gregory
shows.
said. That's what
Statistics
Gregory said.
shows that.
That's not
No,
with.
no, no,
Statistics
no.
shows it.
We all here are speculating, but we're looking at the history of how things go. That
And
it's like a
statistics.
70% chance she would have got fired compared to her 30% chance.
Yes.
Exactly.
Hold on,
Statistics shows that.
hold on. Check it out.
Statistics shows.
Hold on, check it out. The whole video showed that the girls came in there because they was mad that, you know what I mean, Wendy didn't have no bacon on the burger. No pun intended.
What color was
And
the
because
girls?
hold on, because when they came in here, they started, you know what I mean, yelling on her. And then she started talking sarcastic back. And you know us, you know what I mean? They like that. So that's when the beef. So old girls, you think I won't come over there? She went to stand up on the counter, slip, bust her ass. All of them, not just the white chick, all of them who worked with the white chick started fighting. The white chick was getting in, then the other girls came, grabbed her by the hair, and all of them was whooping her behind. Then the manager and the black chick who was working with the white girl threw some punches. The manager was pushing her out the way, breaking it up. When they broke it up, the girl who fell on the counter went to grab her chair, and that's when she threw it at the chick, and the chick blocked it. You dig what I'm saying to you? Here we go.
You know, let me say this, and to be clear, from 9 to 7, there is no manager on shift at the time.
Wendy had scrap, yo.
Huh?
She's telling you from her work history.
At the time.
But this ain't your work history. This is what's on the video. This is what's on the video. This
But
ain't.
I'm telling you, yeah, you saw all the other chicks that working with her. Those are waitresses, and she's the cook. So technically,
There was no manager.
The manager for that store, that Waffle House, was
They
not
only work daytime.
That store.
Whoa, hold on. That's what I said, Dave. That video ain't showing the whole thing. Once you go back on YouTube and watch the whole video.
And mind you, the black girls was drunk.
Hold on. You will see a manager who's trying to break it up. And the black girl was helping the white girl because they was all working together, and he was trying to break it up. But you have to watch the whole video.
If there was a black guy working there, he might have been a waiter. He was not a manager.
Okay, you know what? I can go for that. My fault. Excuse me. Wrong title. Let's say waiter. Still, what I'm saying is this, is that they was trying to help her to get a release, which they had nothing to do with in the sense of people sticking with her in the workforce, and then she gets not suspended, she get written up because the glass broke or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But she really got blacklisted because for the simple fact that she left with her boyfriend. You know what I mean? But here goes the thing. She still kept her dignity. At the end of the day, she still kept her dignity.
I'm gonna.
And they didn't conversate her. That's a real fucking
Remember,
shit.
and they was drunk, like the white boys were drunk.
But we're not. All I was saying to you earlier was, they gave her an option to hold on to her dignity by bringing her in there, writing her up in hopes of frustrating her, and she would walk away on her own. That's what allowed her to hold on to her dignity. What Damon was saying to you was, had that been a person of color, they would not have received the same treatment, same option. There would not have been.
It first
they would have
started off.
fired them outright.
It first started off this way. If that white girl knew she was gonna get her ass whooped, that's what it started off. That's why she stayed where she was.
Yeah, I said that's where
Phil said.
Rob's right. Rob's right.
I'm going straight from the very beginning of the statement. I don't let nothing slip past me.
Rob's right. Whoever said that was right, because I was saying that being facetious. He's absolutely right. I did say that. I was being facetious on that part. He's absolutely right on that part. But in a whole matter of the fact, saying if we're talking about right or wrong in the story, I'm just right or wrong in the story. They were wrong for going there doing that. It's not a black. This one's not a black or white. They were wrong for doing it.
It just happens always to be, color thrown in when it comes to it. it ain't about color. It's the right or wrong and common sense shit. That's
Oh yeah,
all it is.
yeah. I'm on the
That's
side of righteousness. Even if my people are wrong, I let my people know they wrong.
right.
I'm on the
They
side of
wrong.
righteousness.
You wrong. You
Whoa, whoa,
wrong.
whoa,
You
whoa, whoa,
wrong.
whoa, 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 hold on. I gotta ride with my little nephew Gregory here. Hold on. We have an excuse why we act the way we act.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
have a legitimate excuse why we act the way we listen. If I go into a restaurant and I say, "Yo, why you put bacon on my burger?" And the person who's supposed to put the bacon on my burger goes, "Well, calm down. I'm going to. Boy, I didn't know this. Come on, kid. Now the way how my generation is, or how I was, you know what I'm saying, made from past, I'm very amped. I'm very excited. I'm very, even if I'm drinking or whatever. But you know what time it is, and you're the opposite color. You know what time it is. But to test that as if you don't know what time it is going to be a problem.
Yeah, there wasn't no professionalism, and let
Bomb.
a black employee had act like that, you would have got fired. You wouldn't be praised as a hero. Believe
Bomb.
that. Don't try that thing that Whitney did. You're gonna
All
lose
right.
your job.
So let me ask you guys
She
this.
wasn't paid as no hero.
Hold on, guys.
She was paid as some type of damn pawn, you know, that got, you know, pushed out.
Hold
And
on,
Listen,
got
guys.
listen,
blackballed.
Hold on.
listen. I was biased off Rip after the Carlson thing because he made me mad, not her. Because he was really saying to her, and you wasn't afraid of all of those black girls, them ghetto
Right.
black girls.
Yeah,
That's what he
yeah,
was really
that's
trying to
He was
say.
that's where
He
he
kept
was really
emphasizing
getting
that to me.
at.
Yeah.
I
So,
think he was leading her. He tried
Yeah,
to
yep, he
lead her into.
he was trying to lead her, but she didn't allow him to go there.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Now
wasn't that interview on Fox News?
Yeah,
Yep.
that's Fox. I think that's that Tucker Carlson. That was
Of
Tucker
Yep.
course.
Carlson. That was
Okay,
Tucker Carlson.
so let me
Why ain't
say
get no
this.
black folks up on the walls, Sam?
Let me say this to you. It's 9 o'clock. Gregory, how many videos we got? How many more videos we have to show?
2.
One.
We got all right. Let's go.
We watched 2. Okay.
Let's move on to the next video for sake.
My question was never answered.
Hold on. What was your stop? Hold on. What was your question, Maria?
I waited patiently for somebody to answer my question.
It's two. Correction, sorry.
I told you it was
State
2.
your question again.
My question was, do you think the guy got fired from his job?
Which one? Oh, the black guy.
No, not yet. It's too soon.
Oh yeah, dude answered that earlier. He
It's
said
too soon. They're not going to do that right away, but I think eventually they're going to do that. But it's too hot right now because it makes them look bad if they do it right now, especially
I
after you
am
took that pummel.
dramatic. I'm not coming in. I thought this was a safe environment. I can't even look at that place no
That's
more.
right.
It's all
He
over
should have
I
viral.
can't
Oh,
even
I
walk
need
in the
some
pair. I get
medication.
postpartum.
Where's my lawyer? I'm not coming in. You don't have to fire me. I'm
He
not
Yeah.
should
coming
put
in.
maybe a
Dig
PTSD and go out on
Right.
medical.
Exactly.
That would be the
Done.
next step for me. I'm going to the doctor
Now
and
the
I'm getting
whole
a letter.
goddamn, the whole
Absolutely.
employee,
And I'm
And
finding that lawyer. And I'm
yep.
all
finding
the
the
employees
Yes,
can
that's
sue
why
the
I said I'm
goddamn
not
company.
reporting. I'm quitting.
Yep.
I'm gonna agree with everybody on the panel. I'm gonna agree with Dude first when he says that it's too early for them to make any moves right now. But I agree with Elijah too when he says I can't come in. This was very traumatic for me.
Yep.
I'm still having nightmares.
That's what I would have did.
I don't think this
I
is
need
a
to take
safe
a
work
mental
environment. I need
vacation.
protection. I feel that my life has been threatened and that I'm under attack.
And
I would say,
also
hey,
because
Dave.
it's gone viral, I feel that people are going to come for me directly because I was the cause of some situation. So nope.
Hey, Dave. I would say this on Good
That's why
Morning
she got the
America.
hell out of Dodge.
Yes,
Hey, Dave.
yes.
Good Morning America, Dave.
I
would be saying,
agree. Given that platform, go ahead. Play it
hey,
out.
Robin would give that. Don't sell it to Gail. Sell it to Robin, boy. And yeah, you know what I mean.
All right, Maria, that answers your question.
Yeah, that
All
answered
right.
my question.
Every once in a while, we all get a nice taste for a taco. You want to head for the border, but this woman headed to her local taco stand And this is what she did. Gregory, tell all the people, show all the people what she did.
Yo, this shit's bugged.
And she black, she gonna show
Y'all
her ass.
mute your, hold your responses until the end.
Make a movie.
Zoom meeting.
This woman going ham on a taco.
Punched and pepper sprayed. Shocking video here showing an attack on street vendors, and the woman responsible just takes off. Eyewitness News reporter Tim Pulliam live with more on that stunning scene and the fallout. Tim.
Mark, this was no happy meal. The woman starts throwing punches after pulling up to eat. Taco tantrum. Hey. Hey. This Instagram video showing this woman going ham on a taco stand worker. In another clip, she's throwing a water bottle at workers. The victim telling us they were attacked because the hangry woman didn't want to pay for her food.
En shock, podría decirlo. No sabía qué hacer, si defenderme o no, porque pues una me estaba golpeando y yo decía, bueno, si me defiendo, pues yo creo que me va a tocar más.
The meltdown happened Sunday evening on Grandee Avenue and 103rd Street. Workers say they began recording the customer and her license plate when she refused to pay, which apparently set her off. The owner of Taco Ortiz says this is the 4th time the wild woman would roll up in this pink Lexus, order a taco, then take off. This time when they asked her to pay, Joanna says they were pepper sprayed.
Pues ahora sí nos hizo así, nos sacudió el gas pimienta. Lo único que quería hacer era llorar, gritar, no sé, de tanto dolor.
The woman is now out of a job. Her boss, Ash Wahi, is CEO of a staffing agency.
My first reaction was anger. Why? Why somebody has to do something like this when somebody's just trying to feed their family? We found out about her actions at 6:30 in the morning this morning, and she was terminated at 8:30.
After firing the woman, Wahi and his team stopped by Taco Ortiz to check on the workers and hire them to cater an event. Wow. Workers at Taco Ortiz say they plan to press charges. So far, the woman has not been arrested.
Hello, I'm Mark Brown. Get more great ABC7 content by clicking the subscribe button for our YouTube channel and download the
Participants left for an 11 right spread.
Wow.
Yes,
Why those
They
commentators
compensated
look
them
like,
very well.
they AI generated?
Look dumb.
Yeah, it didn't pay for her to do all that craziness. Now, I
Right.
want to know why
And you've been doing it on the regular. You've been doing this shit on the regular.
I think there's more to the story than
Kiana,
just
because
this.
I want to know why you feel the need to pull up to this taco place and steal tacos every time you order one.
This
And
is
the
not.
pink
This
Lexus.
is the 4th time.
No, let me ask y'all a question because the women done already took it there. So I'm gonna ask the dudes, because I know maybe I could be wrong, but Elijah, you still with us?
Yeah, I'm here.
Do you think that the perpetrator has something going on with the taco stand owner, taco rubber hand? Did he
I already
promise
done
her
that.
something?
That's her baby daddy.
I mean, because she went there like she had the right to eat for free.
Yeah, because she wasn't fighting over no regular tacos.
Me,
Not like
that's
that.
that's what I'm asking the men.
She was fighting over Supreme
you know
Supreme
what they say.
tacos.
Hell has no spirit
Doritos
like a
Loco.
woman scorned. So I don't know.
She was riding in a pink Lexus.
Exactly.
Right,
She had the money
right.
to pay for it.
I'm gonna keep it 110.
Why that was my side on that.
She was distorting her. That's
Hold
why
on. Hold on. Check it out. Real talk. It was on some bully stuff, kid. That's all. Just some bully stuff.
You think that Karen?
How do you know she didn't have an existing tab with them?
Regardless what, the way
don't
how
know
she
about
handled it,
Tacos
it was
only
on
$2
some
or
bully
$3
stuff.
goddamn dollars.
I don't know about them, but maybe
Father
you.
holds the
said.
What the
money
fuck
on the
what the
number.
fuck you got to be stealing from tacos? They only $2 or $3 goddamn
The,
dollars. Why the fuck you can't
Check it.
pay for that shit?
Somebody
that
Again,
told her she
story
could have
goes
it for
deeper
free.
than that. That story
again,
goes deeper than
it
that.
was on some bully stuff. And of course, we all know mental illness running rapid in the hood these days. But anyway, it was on some bully stuff. And she did it once, she did it twice, she got comfortable, some bully stuff. You know
She
what I'm
did it
saying to you?
4
4
times.
times.
Yeah, and that's where the mental illness coming at. But
So
when
do
they
Yeah,
do,
we?
when you
but why do you feel comfortable to pull up somewhere
He
and
said
order
mental
a
illness from a baby.
car
Yeah.
and
In a
wait
pink Lexus.
and
In a
then take
pink
off
Right.
in a pink
And
Lexus?
that's the
you
mental
got a
stuff.
good paying job. You got
That's
Okay,
the
a good
mental
can
stuff.
I
motherfucking
Pink
can
paying
I
Lexus.
can
job.
I say
You got a
something?
good paying
If
job.
if you
You
know
got
that
a
this
good
woman,
goddamn paying job.
if you know that this woman hasn't paid 3 times before, why the hell would you give her
Thank
a
you.
taco? So
Thank
No,
you.
something
not
is
even
not
give.
right,
Why
and
would
I'm
you
missing
give her
something in this
It's like
story.
I said. I told you.
No, you're not,
The
Neva.
father owes money on the number.
I want you to say what you think is missing from this equation. Don't tippy toe around it. What do you
Well,
think
I mean,
it is?
I think maybe somebody called her a nigger and she went the hell off. So you want me to say exactly what that was?
Okay.
Yep, here you go.
What do you think the reason is, Josie? Why does she feel like she can just pull up and eat and drink when she want and then leave?
I told you there's some type of understanding that they're not, exposing to us right here and now. But
She got to
there's something
understand it
else
with
going
who?
on.
Who?
I mean, she's pulling up in the pink Lexus. She
Yeah.
has a matching outfit to go with it. She doesn't look crazy until she starts throwing shit around.
Right.
Then I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
No, she looked
What I'm
crazy.
saying is,
Stop
The
right
wig,
there.
everything.
I want them to say what they think
well,
is.
I'm gonna say it. They even try to be funny and say she was angry. Right. She's sleeping with the taco man. And if not sleeping
Doing
with him,
something, Maria. Something's going on.
Exactly, because
something, okay? And the day
Yep, she's sleeping with Papa. You got it right.
the taco man be like, you can't
Homie
come
that was
out
mad
too.
in the
because
camera.
other chicks.
Wait. Let me finish. Did y'all
Go ahead.
see when the girl was talking, right? She
Right.
was that's right. She smiled
Hey,
throughout the whole conversation.
She's
Then when you
smiling
got
too hard for
pepper
somebody who got
sprayed,
pepper sprayed, right?
right.
right. Then
She
when you
know, hey, you the bitch that
But
shit
wait,
went on.
let me finish. Then when you get to Poppy, he looks like one of us when we're mad, right? He was like, yeah, you can't keep coming around here. I'm like, yeah, something more is going on. Because the girl was
Poppy
smiling.
been giving them free tacos out.
Right, he gave it to her. And then when his girl was standing there that day,
Yeah.
so she went him, like the reporter said. I
What the
didn't
fuck?
know news reporters used the word him or whatever, but yeah.
You on that station?
But didn't those reporters, didn't that whole thing look like it was AI generated?
Oh, so you think it's staged? You think it's fake?
Yeah.
No, I think these news reporters try to be hip.
They
And
only give you clips of any. They
Hold
only
on, hold
give
on, hold
you
on, hold on.
clips
Let
of
me ask.
shit anyway.
Hold on. Let me ask the question with the beautiful ladies. Y'all can write a soap opera. Y'all told 5 different stories off a little clip that has no facts.
because
When they knew
because
all along,
one
they
and one
got
make
he
two,
was
and it
sleeping
didn't
with
make
her.
sense. You gotta have there's some
Poppy in the
reason that
taco
shit
stand.
happened. It ain't just because they didn't give her she didn't pay for a
No,
taco. That's some bullshit.
no.
So
And she
y'all
working for
so
a
all right.
staffing
So before we move on to the next video, are all the ladies in agreement that the male
There's more going
taco
on to the
owner
story.
was sleeping with the lady driving the Lexus? All y'all believe
sleeping
that?
or
Say aye.
doing
Or
sleeping
he's
or
There was
flirting, or he's
something
trying to
going on there.
something's wrong.
All right, so
something.
y'all believe there was some hand holding, hair pulling,
There
and
was some
Pricky
hanky
dicky going
panky
on.
going on. That's what it was.
hanky
Hanky
panky.
panky.
All right, we'll go with that hanky panky.
Yeah, hanky panky.
Now, if y'all thought that was something, Gregory, when was the last time you been on a plane?
I think about a year ago.
Maria, when was the last time you was on a plane?
A year ago.
Josie?
Same thing.
Tanya?
Let me see. 3 years ago.
Elijah?
I don't know, about 7 years ago.
Damon? You still with us?
I don't
He
think
on, he's on pause.
Timmy, mute your phone. We don't need to hear that. Patsy, when was the last time you was on the plane?
Over 10 years ago.
And Kiana?
February.
Robin? Well, he's not answering. So I asked you all that to say this. I bet y'all never seen nothing like this on the plane. Gregory, show him the last video.
I hope it ain't me and you, Josie.
Everybody
I
refrain
really
from
hope
your
not.
making any responses until it's over.
Zoom meeting.
Whew, it's hot.
Playing out on a United flight from Los Angeles to Boston. Authorities say a man tried to open an emergency door. An alarm went off in the cockpit. And when flight attendants confronted him, they say he tried to stab a flight attendant multiple times. All of it with a spoon he broke and turned into a weapon. Passengers rushing in to help the crew to restrain the passenger, holding him down in the aisle until that plane could land at Logan Airport in Boston. He was arrested tonight. He faces federal charges. And the other flight tonight that was terrifying for passengers on its way to Florida, a bird strike, smoke then filling the cabin, one of the engines out, forcing an emergency landing. Passengers then escaping through the windows and down slides. ABC's Gio Benitez, who covers aviation, leading us off tonight.
Tonight, a horrifying mid-air attack. Authorities say this man, seen pinned down inside a plane, tried to open an emergency.
That is old.
All right, so
Participants left paren 10 right paren.
what I was referring to, there was an incident where this guy decided that he was going to take the plane hostage. That was the video. That was the text that I sent you. I wanted you to show that one. Do you have that one?
Is that the one where he tried to open the door?
It's the one where he was standing in the middle of the aisle threatening people and telling them they can run, and he won't kill them if they run.
Oh,
Ain't that the same dude who's trying to the one that they tackled?
There was a video that shows this man speaking. I wanted you guys to see him, to see if this is someone that you flew with, or do you remember him?
Zoom meeting.
I don't want to know him.
You put up your hands and say, don't kill me then, or don't approach me, because I'm Balthazar.
Oh, yeah, I see.
As renamed by God Balthazar, since I'm taking over this plane.
Dude, I'm telling you right now.
Oh, no.
I'm telling you right now.
You can't get by that door.
You want to die, motherfucker. Jump off the plane and drop things up. I'm tired of hearing everybody.
Participants left paren 10 right paren.
Okay. How you guys feel about that video? You're on a plane, these people doing their job. This man starts making verbal threats about harming people. You're on your job.
I would have choked him out too.
Yeah, you supposed to. God damn it. If you want to kill yourself, you dumb motherfucker,
You gotta be
jump off
careful
the
with
plane
that
yourself.
choking people out, though. You see what happened to the man on the train. They try to subdue him and they choked him out and they killed him.
Well,
Nah, that was some
trying to
other
take over
stuff. He was an
plane
army
is
vet.
a
He should have
federal
known he was
offense.
killing that
So
man.
Right.
not playing
like
with that.
Elijah keeps saying,
Listen,
mental
he's
illness.
trying to take everybody, how many passengers on that plane, they all should have been ganging up on it. It's just one of him to as many as those. He's trying to take lives. not just his own life. He's trying to take everybody's life. So we all got to do something because we ain't gonna let this man determine our lives or take our lives, whether we live or die.
Yep, God didn't say it was my time. He got to go.
Yeah,
So-
obviously he's not well because who breaks a plastic spoon? You do not get silverware on the plane. He broke a plastic spoon and tried to stab the flight
That boy
attendant.
been to jail before.
Exactly.
let me say this to y'all again. Do y'all believe that those people that restrained him was in the right in doing what they did?
Hell yeah.
Oh,
I
hell
just
yeah.
told
Yeah,
you I
yeah,
would have
yeah, yeah.
choked his ass too.
They had
You
to.
lucky nobody choked his ass out.
It wasn't just about the flight attendant or just him anymore. They had to.
It's about
was
lives
they
now.
supposed to
It's about
invite him
lives
to
now.
the table?
It's about his stupid life too. It's
Right.
about his dumbass life too, whether he know it or not.
I got numbers for you. 911.
911
Not up
ain't
in the
helping you in
air.
the
Not
air.
in the
Not
air.
up in the
On the
air.
plane?
Not in the
Have you
air.
ever seen
11.
snakes on the plane?
Oh,
911.
911. Unless there's a marshal on the plane,
Hey,
they should make
Dave.
Exactly.
Hey,
That's
Dave,
why
I
they
was
react.
thinking,
Talking about calling 911. He's talking about 911.
911.
Again,
That's
that's
why they
the reason why he
reacted.
needs to be subdued.
Exactly. And that's why anybody can see some shit, excuse me, but you see some, that's the
What the hell you excusing yourself
that's the title
for?
of this show.
Right, shit.
I don't get paid enough for this shit. So the bottom line, yeah, you're getting choked out today. Fire me, but we're going, when we land, everybody's gonna be alive. Most of all
It
me.
says the passenger choked him out.
I don't give a
Right.
damn.
Right, who cares?
That passenger should have got a medal.
Right.
Ready to go night? Yes.
He's supposed to go night.
Your
You
will.
trying to
He
jeopardize
should have a
200-300 lives on the goddamn plane.
no, hold on. Dave, we all know how it is to choke a person. It feels good when you choke a person. It's like
Yeah,
stabbing a
call
person.
1-800.
You
Oh, God,
can't, hold on. It's like
Stop it.
stabbing a
I can't.
person. You can't just do it once. It
Uh-uh.
feels good.
Yeah,
And that's where, and hold on, and that's where it comes to mental life or death. When people act a fool and you're the person as a staff, kid, I can't continue, dog. I quit. And I'm suing you. I mean, I might as well go in the military, kid. They get a paycheck.
Yeah, that person. I'm gonna say this, and
They
like I
should
said,
have compensated
I just got
person.
I just got off a plane, and if someone's acting crazy and stuff like that, I can't see well. My head is on a swivel. I'm listening to everything, and I'm straining to see everything around me. So again, I believe if someone get out of line, you should have the right to bring them back to their reality. Well, regular reality. Because this dude was like he's taking over the plane and ain't nothing
Right.
anybody can do about it.
And that's
Or
when
the,
you
or the
supposed to
plastic
get the business.
broken spoon.
You
You
that
supposed to
should
get the business.
again. I strongly believe that the person that subdued him was in the right. I feel like if they fired him for that, then he should sue them.
He wasn't staff. He was a
No,
passenger.
he was a passenger, right?
But he was threatening the staff members. They said a
Yeah, but he said you ain't gonna kill me. If you want to die, I'll choke your ass out and kill your ass that way.
Like I said, 9/11. He was gonna make sure this was gonna be one of them situations. Now,
Well,
because everybody's alert on that.
some jobs fire you when you defend yourself, and
yeah, well,
the
I
company
guess a
I
lot of
work
people got
for,
to losing jobs.
yeah, the company I work for, there you can't not do that at work or you get fired. I've seen it happen 2 times. So I've the patient said that they was gonna beat up the nurse, and the nurse took her earrings out and told her try it. and the nurse got fired the next day.
Yeah, because you said, because now she's instigating by removing her earrings.
And saying, try it.
Yes.
Okay, so I got one last question for everybody on the panel before we go. I'm gonna ask you this, and anybody, just keep your response to yourself until I get to you. Robert, you're on your job, a customer walks in and they tell you they want salami on their sub. And you say, there is no salami, we're all out of it. And they reach over the counter and smack the taste out your mouth. What do you do?
Hey, Dave, whoa. Hey, hold on.
I said Robbie. I said Robbie.
I know, I got you. Hold on. Put a price on that. How much you getting paid a year?
He can ask that. You can think about that before I come to you.
Because that's the stipulation on shit he retaliated on our kid.
All right, so but what I'm saying,
Chris Rock did not slap Will Smith. How much is this bag?
We're not talking about that. We're not going there. Salami, the guy wants salami on his sub. He walked in, he asked you for salami on his sub. You said there is no salami, no more. Y'all, it's gone. He reaches over the counter, smacks the taste out your mouth. Do you react? Do you defend yourself, or do you just stand there and eat that smack?
For $16 an hour, Bobino.
You want my honest answer?
Yes.
I'm telling you, with good vision on a great day of mine, what I would tell you what would have happened. He would have been coming in for the smack. I would intercept that goddamn hand, dragged his ass over the counter, and beat him into counters. I would have beat the shit out of that man and quit my job. Ain't nothing else was gonna happen.
$16 an hour.
Listen, check
anyway.
it. He wanted salami.
I
was gonna beat him like salami. Trust me. Nigga would have been bruised up. I can quit. Start over.
So that's
you drug him across the counter. You get fired.
I don't care.
Wait. That's Robert's answer. So you see, he's going to pick his dignity over a paycheck. So he's going to defend himself. We're going to go to Gregory next. Gregory, no, let's go give you a different scenario. You're what's the name on your job, and they ask for the special. And the special comes with a salad and a soup. Now you brought the soup out to the person. You listening, Gregory? And they pick the soup up and they throw it in your face. What do? Remember, you're on your job.
I crack him in the head with that fucking boat.
That's not logical, because if they threw soup in your face, your eyes and everything
might stab him with
burnt.
the fork or the knife on the table.
So you got to think something different than that.
No, you can't tell him how he would react.
Okay,
that's
listen
how
to
he's saying he's going to react.
If someone throws hot soup in your face, is it gonna burn you?
Hold on.
Will hot soup burn you if someone threw hot soup in your face?
The way you want to
Damn
eat.
right. No, you can't tell me on a different day. Someone throw hot soup in your face, the first thing you'll be saying, my lens melted out my eye.
That is not your question.
That's some Three Stooges.
You can't be on no superhero stuff.
Elijah,
somebody throw a hot soup in your face.
You're gonna be burnt, hurt.
There's no way you reacting that quick.
Elijah, we're gonna go to you next.
I'm listening.
You next. So here's your scenario. You're driving a van.
Say that again.
You're driving an elderly van. You're driving for like a transport company, and you have to transport elderly people to and from.
Oh, I've done that. Okay.
Okay, so but have you experienced this? The consumer on the way off the what's name as you helping them. Once you what's name?
Hold on. Rewind, Dave. Let's try that question again. Say it again.
You're on your job.
I got you.
Transporting the consumer. You're helping them off the van.
The van.
Now they're on the sidewalk. He turns around
The patience, yeah.
and shakes your hand, and he has a palm full of poop. What do?
Smack him upside the head with it.
I didn't ask you. I asked him. He shook your hand with poop on his hand. What do?
Smack his ass out.
I would explain to him that was the
You're
wrong
lying.
thing.
You're lying.
But you cannot.
You're lying.
Your reflexes is you're gonna smack him with that shit.
I want to speak to EC. What would EC do in this situation?
Okay, I'm gonna say it again. I would have to explain to the patient what he or her has done was very inappropriate and it was very wrong. And now I have to report. Hold on. Now I have to report you to the agency so you can never ever ride on my van again. Can you please get out my van?
No, he's already out the van. You helped him to the sidewalk.
Well, then I'll just talk to him. I will not leave out my van. I'll talk to him with the doors open while he's on the street or the sidewalk, and I explain to him what I just said.
Is that called hepatitis C, D,
Don't
E,
worry
F,
about
G?
it. Don't worry. I'm gonna let him have that one.
That's his answer.
Well, you gonna I know, Timmy. I know.
Singing your hand.
I really know.
And then report his ass.
So, Timmy, here's your question. You ready? You ladies, y'all get ready for y'all. So, Timmy, I'm gonna give you a similar question. You are helping this person into the bathroom. That's your job. You work with people that need assistance, elderly people. You go and you bring them into the bathroom. Instead of him using the urinal like you directed him to, he turns around and starts peeing on you. What do? Do you keep your dignity or do you lose your job?
I lose my fucking job. Cause ain't no
Dave, you a funny dude.
Ain't no
Dave, you a funny dude.
Ain't no motherfucking. That's just like spitting on me. That's like spitting on me. Shit.
Did you?
I lose my job over that shit.
Yeah, that's who I asked Timmy.
I'm losing my job over that shit.
Yeah. So wait. So Tiny.
Yeah, I was laughing at that.
All right, ladies, I think I got all the dukes off the way. And we spoke to Elijah's representative because we didn't speak to Elijah. All right, so we got Maria, we got
you didn't get dude.
Damon left. We got
dude had to go to sleep. He had to go to rest. He had to go he had to work. You know what I mean?
We got Josie, we got Maria, we got Patsy, we got Tanya, we got Kiana. Okay, Josie, are you ready? I said, Josie, are you ready?
Stay ready. So I have to get ready.
All right. You're driving the van. You got your consumer in there. They're pulling your hair. They're sitting in the chair behind you. What do? Do you keep your dignity or do you lose your job?
I pull over and I make sure that I reposition this individual far in the back and definitely on the side that I can see her she or he through the rearview mirror. And I continue our journey. But before I pull off, we're having an in-depth conversation. You never touch my hair. You keep your hands to yourself. And this is the reason that you are way back here now. Now, if you can show me that you can behave yourself and never touch me again, then maybe perhaps next time we come out, you can sit in the second row. But not this time. You're way back here today. Thank you for showing me that I can't trust you sitting behind me. And I'm going to carry on with my day.
Josie's my dog, nigga. That's how you do, kid.
Because you work.
Stop. We ain't got a lot of time.
People.
That's the way you do it, Joe.
Yeah, when you work with those type of people.
Here we go, Maria. Here's your scenario.
Whoa. Well, why my answer was appropriate, man?
I didn't say because we know you. I see. Look at you. You worried about the answer? I see it suffice. So Maria, it's your turn. You ready?
Yeah.
You walk in to the bank. You ask for change for a $20 bill. The person behind the window takes your $20 bill and asks you to leave, or there's going to be problems. What do?
I'm calling the cops. I'm calling the cops because.
But let me finish. They take your $20. I said you walked into the bank. Here's the thing: you work for the bank too, and this person knows you, and they just take your $20 and refuse to give you change for your 20.
Okay, so if there's not a manager on site, I'm definitely calling the cops because we're gonna rewind these tapes so you can see that they took my money or whatever.
Yeah.
One, because this really don't got nothing to do with my job because either I'm off today or this is personal with the person who took my money.
Yeah, this is your workplace. She took your money and she refused to give you change.
Right, so I must be off. That I'm coming in the bank getting change for a $20 bill from them. So again, where's the manager at? Because we need to rewind these tapes. 2, if that don't happen, I'm calling the cops or whatever. Like, I work there, so I'm gonna call the cops.
Okay, good answer. Patsy, you ready?
Oh no, I'm questioning what you're gonna question me about.
All right, you work in an elderly home. You're feeding the lady, because she can't feed herself, and she just spits in your face while you're feeding her. Can you keep your dignity? Can you hold on to your dignity? Do you lose your job?
I'd be losing my job because look at lady, you ain't spitting at me. I don't care what kind of disability. I wasn't raised like that. That ain't no excuse to spit at me or whatever, There ain't no excuses for bad behavior.
Okay. Yeah, that fair one. Tanya, here's your scenario. You ready, Tanya?
Yep.
You come to work. You're early. You're having a good time. You're having your breakfast, sipping on your coffee, eating your breakfast sandwich, whatever it is. Your boss comes in, snatches your coffee, pulls it out, takes your sandwich, ball it up, throw it in the trash, and tell you, I don't pay you to eat, I pay you to work. What do?
Oh, you give me this one?
Yeah, that's yours.
Oh my God.
Okay. First of all, I'm gonna tell him you're gonna pay me for my coffee and my sandwich, and you don't pay me at all. The job pays me. You just my supervisor. I do your work. You don't even get paid to work. And I'm reporting them.
Okay. That's your scenario?
So basically, she's saying
I'm not gonna get violent.
you gonna cuss him out, sister. You gonna
I'm
cuss
gonna
him
cuss
out?
him out. He gonna give me my money, and he's gonna get reported.
And then top, you ain't even on the clock yet.
And I ain't even on the clock.
That's the part she missed.
I'm on my time. Yes, that's the part I missed. No, because I always come in early on my job.
That's what I said. You come in early, you're enjoying your breakfast, and he comes in, takes your coffee, pull it out, ball your sandwich up, and say, "Get to work. I don't pay you to eat."
This is my time. This is my time. I'm not on your time. I'm on my time.
That might be called for an accident.
I'm filing a complaint with
Hey, sister.
what is that?
Hey, sister. Would you just quit? Would you just quit?
Would I just quit?
Yeah, just quit. See, when you do that, you give a vibration. You don't do this to a sister like me. Because why? You're confident you're going to get another one. Because what I'm
Yeah.
telling you, once you give an open door, anyway, it's your answer. My fault.
Yeah.
Be on me.
Yeah. I mean, I've had those situations, not with somebody totally disrespecting me, but I know how to go about getting my dignity and getting paid. I've done it before.
Kiana.
Exactly.
Kiana, are you ready?
No, but go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
You know he gonna give you a jacked up one, Kiana, because he just
I
wanted
already
to
know that
go
because
off.
he knows my trigger points. So go ahead.
on this job, you are the receptionist, the executive receptionist. That means you have to do what your boss instructs you to do according to your description. You come in and he asks you to come into his office because he needs you to do something. It's an emergency. You come as you approach the door, it smells like someone had an accident, used the bathroom on themselves. He wants you to take his soil soup to the cleaners, and he tells you he needs you to clean up his private bathroom right away. What do? Do you keep?
I'm not a janitor. I will call the services and I will have somebody pick up your laundry, but I will not be touching it. So absolutely not.
No. The part you missed, he gave
Coming
you
out your
soup.
damn pay.
He gave you his soil soup.
No,
put it
I can smell
on
that
you.
shit coming towards me. I wouldn't touch it. So no. I don't deal with clothes. I'm not in a laundry business, and I'm not in the janitorial business. I'm an executive assistant.
So
that's it.
If he insists, do you lose your job?
He can insist all he wants to. That's not my job to do your personal services. Nope. If it's work related, yes. It's not work related. I don't do that.
He had an accident on the job.
I don't care. You have it.
That's his accident.
That's your accident. That's not my shit or my kid's shit. No, I don't deal with shit. No.
Well,
absolutely not.
That concludes this fun topic. You know, she ended it with she says she don't deal with shit. So in other words, when it comes down to it, the title of the show stands.
Hold on. We got a scenario for you. You work for a beverage bar, and you have spat with a customer the day before. The day before you made his drink wrong. Listen, you made his drink wrong. He showed up the next day. He wanted you to make that same exact drink. Unto you don't even know what drink that the drink is made wrong. He tells you that it's made wrong again, and he throws a drink on you. But it's not the drink you made. It's piss. What do you do?
Like any other respectful, like
mix
any
up some
other
piss.
respect, like any other man that has any respect about himself.
Hold on, Dave.
Wait,
Dave.
you said I'm where?
Dave, how much is the bag? Hold on, Dave.
You in the bar. You at the
I
bar.
work in a bar.
You work in a bar.
Wait.
No,
I work in a bar, right?
No bar.
I work in
a bar.
Okay, and he threw piss on me?
Hold on,
you
Dave.
You mix piss in his drink.
No.
Robert said that he didn't like the drink. He gave it right. He threw piss right back at you. But I mean, he threw the drink right back at you. But it wasn't a drink that you made. It was basically piss, and he peed in the cup and threw right back at you. Here we go. Are you a bartender where there's a lot of movie stars and you're trying to be an actor? Or you a bartender down Boston?
Y'all just gonna add to mine. All right, I'm gonna answer this, and I'm gonna be truthful, unlike others.
Yeah, Dave. You know, you went to
I'm gonna be truthful, unlike others. Do y'all hear this?
We waiting.
Goddamn. That is the sound that you. If y'all didn't hear it, I'm gonna say it again for you. One more time.
Truthful.
You didn't say shit.
You hear the sound?
That means you ain't got nothing to say, huh?
I ain't gonna say shit because I don't get paid enough for this shit.
Well,
I'm gonna pick them up and I'm gonna throw them through the window. I don't get paid for this shit. And I'm leaving.
Dave, Dave, hey, Dave, the bar is bringing you like 50,000 kid, no taxes. You gotta pay your own taxes, and you meeting celebrities. Hold on,
He
and you
don't give
sleeping
a
with.
shit.
Hold
He
on,
don't give
Dave,
a shit.
Dave, and you sleeping with beautiful model woman, and you gonna let one monkey
He
destroy the
picking her
whole
up and
show?
throwing her.
I sleep with beautiful women already. I don't get paid enough for this shit. You're not gonna throw piss on me. You're not gonna throw piss on. I'm gonna slap the piss out you. That's all you need to do. You got a problem with your bladder, you have a bigger
Hold on,
problem.
Dave,
Like I said,
Dave,
I might pick you up by your balls and throw you through the window.
Dave, you at the bar. You're a bartender. This happened to you. Sylvester Stallone just said, "Excuse me, Mr. Brewington, I'm gonna have you in a role in my next expendable movie." You know what I mean? And you just got that role, like yes. And this dude instantly came and just threw piss on you. Are you
know
gonna
what
act
happened?
like?
He just showed him.
Or you gonna have? Or are you gonna have professionalism in front of Sly?
Yes,
What do you do then?
Yes, I am.
Slide.
Yes,
First
Tim,
of
you
all,
don't know
Slide
much
ain't
about it.
going.
I'm gonna be as
Slide ain't
professional
going
as
to fucking
possible.
sit there and
You know
let
what I'm
that
gonna
shit
say?
go on.
You know what I'm gonna say? I'm gonna say, pardon me for a minute, Sly. And I'm gonna pick him up by his balls and I'm gonna throw him through the window. And I'm gonna say, oh, I thought I heard somebody say action. You want to tell me out for a part? That's gonna be the part. It's with Demolition Man. He can understand.
You gonna put that in the movie and shit.
Damn right. I heard some. I didn't hear no one yell cut. I thought we was already acting. He came in here acting like a fool.
They wanted to get your natural reaction, Dave.
Exactly.
You made the scene. You made the fucking scene with that motherfucking shit.
Oh my God.
Dave, but you gotta pay your bill, Dave. If you don't pay this bill, you know what I'm saying? You gotta put in a whole week.
I
You're
don't
gonna
know.
get kicked out,
I
Dave.
don't know about Bill spelled BILLS. I know about Bill. I might need Bill money because, like I said, I hope Sly or whoever else sitting there talking to me, they seen what happened. They might get a little pee on themselves too when he thought. Well, they definitely gonna get some piss when I snatch him up by his nuts and throw him through the window, because I mean for him to piss on himself. I don't care how he lands. That's not important to me. You're going up and you're coming down. But you know, this is a fun topic. Y'all got me to tell y'all the truth. I told you, like I said, the title of the show is I don't get paid enough for this shit. I appreciate you guys all coming, and y'all know. So y'all just so you know, all you people that want to act the fool and stuff out there in the street, the people on the Still a Man platform, we don't get paid enough for this shit. In fact, we don't get paid at all. We do this out the kindness of our heart. Yeah, it's been fun.
Hey, Dave, not to cut you ended. Then what is the price then? If you don't get to pay enough, I got that. I don't get paid enough for this. Again, what is the price then? I mean, listen, Chris Rock listen, kid. Chris Rock got smacked in the face, kid. Smacked in the face. I mean, what? Hold on. How much?
He made millions off that smack.
Hold on, I promise you.
That smack.
Hold on. I promise you, he made no more than about 65,000 for him just saying that intro. Yeah, I mean, he got paid taxes no more than 45,000. But it was a quick, good, you know what I'm saying, 3 minutes. Still, he got smacked. Yes, you'll get opportunity, but even if you would have hit back, people would have understood. But he didn't. Dave, how much is enough? Or I don't get enough for this, you know.
Will Smith just smacked me, yo.
Millions.
Let me just say this to you guys at the risk of sounding redundant, so y'all don't go somewhere else with this. Like I said, your scenario, depending on what the price is, and I'm priceless. I'm gonna say I don't have a price tag. You can't put a price on me. But I'm gonna say this, like I said before.
Can't buy me like Dave Chappelle.
This is the Still a Man platform. I don't get paid enough for this shit. I'm not doing it.